Yay, is it working? Say hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me?
Oh, yes. Wait.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear.
Well, we just tried to come on earlier, and for some reason it wouldn't work. So I'm hoping that it will stay working now.
I'm just going to go see Jessie's thing.
All right then. So we've got delayed in the background here. I can hear a delay.
It always does that.
Oh. It's Grant on his. Hi, Angie. Well, it is a bit distracting. Can you hear it in the background? Sorry, folks. Hi, Rochelle. How are you? I don't know what it is about my thing, but every time I come to press live, it just doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to behave. I'll ask now. No, Angie, we've got flooding in every direction. Every direction we go, there's flooding. I've never, ever, ever seen it so bad as it is. Went out this morning and it was just whichever direction you looked, and every road that you'd want to take, you weren't able to because all the roads are flooded. Hi, here's my little stalker. Hiya, Christy. How are you, sweetie? They did go down a bit this afternoon, didn't they? Some of the roads here were just passable with care, but apparently it's risen a bit in some places again late this afternoon. But all the roads that Grant wants to go on tomorrow for work are flooded. So we're going to have to just play it by ear tomorrow for him. I said it's not worth risking the car trying to go through floods. But so many people's houses around here are flooded. It's unreal. I feel so sorry for them. At least where we live, you know, we can't get flooded. But there's loads of people around us that have had their homes flooded or their businesses. Yeah, so Storm Kira did the platform and Storm Dennis has absolutely splashed it, hasn't he, Grant? How's the weather with everybody else? Maybe he's got the chocky bickies out when she knows I'm on a live and I can't eat none. No, they're the triple chocolate ones. I don't like them. They're too chocolatey. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Are you okay? Long time no see. The floods have been awful, Lynn. Yeah. They were bad enough last weekend with Storm Kira, because she saturated the ground so much, the water is just like, horrific. Yeah. It really is. Landslides and everything going on.
Evacuation level flooding.
Yeah, it is evacuation level flooding. The little town next to us, which is only a few miles away, they've been hit really bad. Our town's quite lucky because it's up, elevated up a bit, although it's got flooded roads going out of it, but the actual town hasn't. But the next town over, Belth, has been really badly hit. All the businesses, everything, houses. It's horrible. I am, Christy, I'm not going to go. I've got to go driving tomorrow. I'm up to my parents. I'm hoping by tomorrow it should have, the worst should be over with by tomorrow with the floods. They've got flooding up with them. I think the Dole's flooding up on the road down by Dad's.
Yeah.
It's come up that high, yeah. It was on the road closure thing.
Oh.
So I'm going to go steady there tomorrow. Pup is coming for you. I live in mid Wales, Rajal. If you get a map of Wales and stick a pin in the middle, that's roughly where we are.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're right in the centre of Storm Dennis. They were. What I'm thankful for is Grant and Josh travelled back in it yesterday from Hull, which is nearly 5 hours
Yeah.
in it yesterday. And they said it was horrendous travelling in the rain and the wind. It was just lashing on the car. But in a way, they're glad they did make it, because they wouldn't have done it today, would you? They wouldn't have got through anywhere, because everywhere you look has got floods, road closures every direction. My sister-in-law went up to see my mother-in-law today. She had to turn back because she's all flooded. She's about an hour away from me. Oh, look who's... Oh, Millie, look.
No.
It's a gorgeous Mrs. Coffee. Hello, how are you? Oh, look. Thank you, Mrs. Coffee. If anybody's wondering, that's a super sticker. Down below, there's like a little dollar sign that you press on and you can put stickers up. You donate to the channel and it all does go into the channel or to Millie. Doesn't it, Mel? Millie got the moon about, but she said she's got to wait until it clears in a couple of months before she can have it. Fine, though, do you? So thank you, Mrs. Coffee. That will go in our little pot when it melts. Me and Millie have got a thing on at the moment. Who's going to finish our cross stitch thing at the moment, because she wants the peacock.
Yeah.
So she's stitching like mad. Yeah, let me show them how much you've done.
This up so you can see that bit as well.
So she needs a bigger hoop tomorrow. She wants a bigger hoop.
Is it that way around?
Oh, down there. That's how much Millie's done.
It's a lot bigger though.
So she wants a bigger hoop so she can work on bigger pieces. So
And finish quicker.
And finish quicker than her mummy.
I'm definitely gonna win.
Yes, I think she is going to win because she's quicker at it than me. She's got nimbler fingers, that's my thing. She's young, she's speedy.
And then I've stolen.
Yeah, and look, no, what she stole? She stole my twin kitties. Mrs. Coffee's got one of those.
They are cute, aren't they?
Yeah, cute twin kitties.
Hi.
Been trying to catch up with her and ascribe to so many people. It's difficult. Some are from Christian charities, also reptiles, and then I give you. It is, Lynn. Sometimes it is hard to keep up with everybody, but we appreciate you coming in. I really do. Move a bit. Oh, Deb, do you know what? I was thinking of you today, and then I forgot. I was going to send you an inbox, and then I did forget then, so I thought I'll do it later. I wrote it on my list of things to do later. You all right, sweetie? I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, Lisa B, how are you? Okay, you go to the grocery store and come back. I missed anybody else? No, I think that's everybody in, isn't it? So how's everybody doing? You doing okay? So it's still windy and wet here. Josh went out in the car. Rather he didn't, but apparently they're only going into town. They meet up in behind one of the hotels in the big car park. That's apparently the in place to go and park and chat. So I said to him, be careful of all the floods. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Yeah, you can't be careful by a pram. That's not my husband, sorry. That's Mr. W making jokes. Hi, Yorkshire Crafter. How's the weather with you? Hi, Sarah. How are you doing down there? I've just been saying how bad it is there, but you girls have got it bad, haven't you? Me and Millie did go out in it yesterday, didn't we, Mel?
And earlier today.
But we decided we weren't going to usually do our main food shopping on a Saturday, but yesterday we just literally got the basics, didn't we, and come home.
It was so windy and raining.
It was horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then when we was shopping today, as we was going into the shop, it started raining like so much, didn't it?
Yeah, it was heavy. It was torrential, wasn't it?
And I think I jinxed it a bit this morning.
Yeah, Millie in her big mouth this morning opens the curtains. I said, what's the weather like, babe? She said, oh, it's great, Mum. It's no wind, no rain. It's lovely. With what, a couple of minutes?
Literally about a minute later, I go, never mind. Because it starts like heavily raining with like lots of wind.
Yeah, so I said to Millie she jinxed it.
So
Jinxed it completely, she did this morning, didn't you?
Yeah.
My husband's just come in with a blade poking towards us.
He's coming for us.
You shouldn't walk in a door with a knife like that. Where's its cover?
What do you mean?
Gran,
What?
where's its cover?
In the drawer.
So why is the cover not on the knife until you take it off in here?
Yeah,
Safety.
tell me to be safe, don't you?
Safety, we have children in the house. If somebody
And the doggy.
had come or went to open the door then, they would have had a knife in their stomach. Safety, safety.
No. I like the pattern on it. No.
Sarah, you got lots of flooding. Yeah, I bet you have seen the news feeds. It ain't good. Yeah, of course you can. The 120 sets up in the black and white pencil case.
Yeah, I know.
The way it's made.
Really windy and rainy. You've had thunder today too. Oh God.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I got burnt.
We're supposed to have some snow. They're forecasting for later for Wales. So I hope they're wrong. Cross stitching's going really good, Christy. I don't think I'm going to beat Millie. I had to do a bit of frogging on it yesterday, but I lost concentration on it and went a bit wonky. And I went round and thought that don't look right. And I started in the wrong row. But that's how you learn, innit? I mean, as I say, there's no grids on it, so it's all done with counting. Most of the time I'm pretty good, I must admit. And now when you start to get going in it and you've got a reference point of some of the other stitches that you've put in, it gets a little bit easier. So, and I've moved it now, so I'll show you, I'll do a video on it this week. I mean, and as I say, I'm slow, Millie's quite fast, aren't you? Speedy, mind you, I think she's determined now to beat me. Because you definitely want the peacock, don't you?
I will film them your one.
I've lost you.
Do you want you to do?
We're okay because we live on a hill. We've got the risk of being cut off by trees down and flooded. Sarah, that's the problem here. We're up a little bit higher in elevation, but everywhere around is flooded, so we can't get out. Well, we might be able to now, but we couldn't this morning. Whichever direction you went would be flooded. There is a lot of trees round as well. Oh, hang on. I was chuckling today. I could do that.
Now I could carry on.
How are you with worms, Christy? Can I show that or not? I don't like to show it because it's the face of your little one. If I show it if I cover his face. But I'll cover his face if I show it. I won't show his face on. Yeah, I just want to show the worm. Can I zoom in on the worm?
Like, tell me.
Can you see what's in his hand? A nice, big, juicy, fat worm. How many has he brought you now, Christy? That's Luke. You've been digging for worms. Been doing a bit of the Bob the Builder. You've had a few now, haven't you? Oh, what do you think of the paddy wax, Lynn?
Well,
how are you getting on with it? My very good friend Therese Addy, she's very kindly got hold of some for me, so she's going to send some on to me to try, bless her little heart. So I'm excited about trying that and smelling it. I'll have to sniff it first.
I've got my brush.
What brush?
It's mine.
Where? No, that's mine.
I've got one the exact same.
That
one, no, it's
that
not
one's mine. We've got them at the same time. No, we did. If you
same.
remember, we both got one at the same time. I said I'd have one for my.
I think mine's a little bit different, but you know the big one. Yeah.
So.
Can help me now. She's still got to do.
I know you've got a big choice. Oh, you're doing that one again? That one's lovely.
Can I get my video to show?
Yeah, if you want to. I'll show them anything. Oh, right. I'll show you the picture of the actual worm. Ooh. Can you all see that? I'm not good with worms. I will handle them if I have to, because the kids... Which one is it used to bring worms in?
Oh, not me.
One of you did.
Josh probably.
Oh, Josh did, yeah. But one of you two used to bring worms in as well.
Not me.
Used to share.
The cat brought a mole in there.
Oh, yeah. Cat brought a mole in, didn't she? Let it go. That was at the near, wasn't it? And I phoned you and said, I've shut the door. I'm hoping the mole will go out on his own. But he did.
Oh, Mummy, there's a cute little monkey.
Jessie's doing some colouring. Which one's that one? Is that the Magimorphia? She's colouring in that. You started, it's the panda with the panda in it one.
Yeah.
She's done a bit in it and now she's carrying on with it. Now she's got the 120 pencils to choose from. So far, okay. I have put 10 drills down. At first it pulled out the pen. I was pushing on the drills too hard. I suppose you've got to get used to it for a while, haven't you, Lynn? I'm like that. When I first fill my pen, the first one I put down, it all squitches out everywhere. To keep him busy, I tend to go dig up Mummy some work. Oh, you are good, Christy. You are good. Millie wants to show you all the... She always makes gifts for her friend's birthday, so she's painted this for her friend's birthday. He loves flamingos. Lovely, isn't it? It is lovely.
The colour doesn't quite come out on the thing, but it's like I got it really, really close to the image I used, so I'm quite proud of it.
You should be proud of it. It's lovely.
Have a look.
On a piece of paper.
Harvey.
No, you can. Do you want to choose colours from the monkey?
Yeah, so Millie tends to paint something for her, or draw something, favourite animal or something for her friends, which I think is lovely.
That looks like the monkey I drew.
Nice, cute.
Lynn says that's awesome.
The monkey.
Yorkshire Crafter says she loves it.
Thank you.
Did you hear that? Mel said thank you. Deb says got a big heart and a kiss for it.
A monkey's black or
Brown, black, reddy colour, reddy brown
Guess
colour.
what? I saw this video, yeah, Mum, where there was sorry, can I tell you?
Yeah.
There was a monkey, and it was like, are they going to accept the monkey? But it was actually a robot spying on them.
Was it?
A robot monkey.
Was it? Trust you? Of all the monkeys, Jess just asked what colour monkeys are. So you hear me saying brown and reds and blacks.
What colour did you say?
Grant's on about their big bums being red. All the monkeys you think of the one with the big red bum. Dear me. So what colour are you going to go for the monkey?
I'll show you when it's done, okay?
All right then. So yeah, Millie's put all the 120 Arteza pencils into the black and white pencil case, didn't you, Mel?
Yeah, in colour order.
In colour order.
To the lid.
Yeah, according to the lid.
You've got like
completely wrong.
the grey. The greys and the metallics
At the back.
at the back. Then the greens going into the blue. And the blues into the purples and pinks. And then the like peachy pinks into like the magentas and a bit of brown and then the reddy browns. And then into the reds and the oranges and the yellows.
Yeah. And then for the rest of it, aren't we? We're going to get the 72 set down and I'm going to put them into my colour sets. Like if I find 3 or 4 colours that work together, I'm going to put them in the slots at the back. In the front. Yeah, front.
Yeah, front.
So they're the ones that I open up and I can use straight away because they'll all be there ready in the colour code combinations that I like.
Help me. 3, 6, 9,
well, that's the plan of what to do with it. And I must admit, the pencil case is so lovely to use. Ooh, that was a dog saying hello. That's because she knows you're in the house, Christy. It's waiting for its loves, it is, of Christy, aren't you? She hasn't sent you any love yet, pups. You're going to have to wait. When... I know she's looking at me, Christy. So she said, come on then, hurry up. She might not still be on, pups.
72.
There's 72 left.
72 gaps.
Is that with the little ones on the sides or without the little ones?
What do you mean?
Did you count like these?
Would you? They can't. How many is in the?
We don't count them ones.
Did you count
No, I didn't.
this as one?
Yeah.
Times
3.
Mel, can you give pop-ups? Christy says give you some loves. She's happy now, Christy. Lily's giving us some loves off you. That's all, Christy. Tickle behind the ears as well.
8.
8.
Wait, now how many is in the other tin? 120.
Yeah, 120 in the one.
Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 22, 24.
Well, 20 is 60.
24 times 3, because 3 goes in each
72,
slot.
that's right. So you're right,
There's only
72.
120 in the thing.
No.
Yeah, no, but there's
other
more
part.
slots. There's 72 for this one, for the 72 set, and there's 120 in that slot there.
Oh my god, was that what it was built for?
No, I don't think so.
Because they all fit perfectly.
Yeah, but we haven't used the side ones, have we? The ones on the
really
sides.
thin ones, but they wouldn't fit in there anyway. I did
No.
try.
Lynn says, hi, Pups. Yorkshire Cracker says, how is Pups? Is she back on her food? She's just started to go back this week onto some of her dried food mixed in. She's off the rice completely now. Some kibble from the vets, her dried food, and some chicken mix. So this will be the telltale sign by the end of this next week. Then we should know, hopefully, whether she's okay. But she's been out for a run today and got absolutely dirty as hell, so I had to have a bath. Yes, Jessie.
How many paracetamol can I have? Because I've got a pin with it.
2.
Mel.
But there's Calpol there if you want Calpol.
Yeah.
I bought a new bottle yesterday.
Do I need my thing?
You need 2 antibiotics after, yeah. Hi, Sandy. How's you? Welcome. You okay, sweetie? I think she loves you as well, Christy, with all the love I give her off you. Your face and voice was doing my head in a good way, and I've now worked out why. Have you only just clicked? You were? I said to Grant, I said, I'm sure that's the same Sandy. And then I thought, well, I won't ask, just in case. I make a right mug of myself. And then I thought, it's got to be, because you're the only one that I can think and would put the poppy and everything up and the pictures you put on your thing. What? Yes, I think that it's in there. Is it in there? It's up there behind the doodah thing, it is. Can you get it?
Yeah.
Jessie wants the blending solution. It's in a pot behind her. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you turn it the other way up, it'll probably be better because it sinks to the bottom of the sponge. You turn the sponge over and then, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see it on your fingers. Sandy, well, Jessie's now 12. So the little tiny girl that used to watch is now 12. And Millie's 15. So, yeah, they're only what? Jessie, I think, was about, what have I been on? 5 years?
No, 7.
7. Yeah, 7. So you would have known Jess about 7, 6 or 7, she would have been.
Who?
You, when Sandy first saw me doing me flowers and stuff. They're still as
Everyone's
chopsy as
watched
ever,
it.
Sandy. They are. Everybody in the live knows the girls now. Oh, I don't like Petulia. Oh, that's one that's hippie juice, isn't it?
Patchouli.
Yeah. Patchouli. Do you say it patchouli?
What are
Patchouli?
you on about?
Well, hippies round here wear it a lot.
Hippie juice.
Yeah, we used to call it hippie juice as kids.
There's a
What,
flower
is that you
called
something that you
petunia.
drink?
No. It was like a little bottle of this scent that they used to sprinkle on themselves. Well, they never used to wash. They didn't believe in washing and stuff like that,
Maybe
or
they
brushing their
can't
hairs
do
or washing their clothes. Don't ask me why. Because I say you can be a hippie and a clean hippie. But, well, it's right, isn't it? Don't have to be a dirty
Where did the
hippie.
word hippie come from?
But they used to wear that stuff and it's like, but they used to put nearly all the
Thanks,
whole
Mel.
bottle on. I think that's why I don't like it.
Konnichiwa. Bye. See ya. What is that?
I made a boo-boo and sent your head wraps to the wrong person, so I didn't forget about you and the girls, but I'm going to need those cups. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, don't worry about it. Good girl. Don't worry about it. So some lucky person got some nice head wraps in. I bet they're dancing. The scarf that went round here that Mrs. Coffee was making.
Oh.
Was it
the
you?
option?
Well, what colours do you like? Teal, purple, pink?
Yellow, red. I don't like no. Chateau.
Yeah, give me 2 colours. And then Mrs. Coffee can see what she's got.
Yellow and teal.
Yellow and teal, Mrs. Coffee Jessie
Or light
likes.
blue.
What does, or light blue?
Or pale blue.
Or pale blue anymore. You're supposed to just give me 2 and you come out with half a dozen like. What does Millie like? Millie likes teals or purples or pinks. No, she'll come back down.
Okay.
And I'm not fussy. I just like the head wrap. So I'd be quite happy in a brown colour or a green colour or a yellow colour or whatever. Wouldn't I? Oh, I've got itchy hand. Oh, don't know.
It's okay.
We'll have to look up there somewhere, see if it's up there. I don't know. Yeah, green and black. Yep. I know, Sandy. Oh, heavy rockers as well. Be dirty, stinking, and stinking of the stuff. Blech. No. Funny how you relate smells to things, isn't it? Or people, or situations, or a place, or. I need some more wax. I think I'm having a hot flash. Whew. Whew. Is it warm, Grant?
Turn the heating off.
Can I have some more? It's just like rubbing it off.
Rubbing what off? What do you mean it's rubbing what off?
The colour. It's just taking it away. I think I need some more. I'll get it.
I'll
get it.
You won't be able to get it, will you? Right. Watch it because it dribbles out. So watch it doesn't go all over your hands. Okay. Yeah, has anybody got scents that remind them of not a nice smell to somebody else, but to you it's like, oh no, it reminds you of a certain place or a certain thing?
Oh yeah.
What's yours, Jeff?
It's really weird.
What's your weird smell then?
I'm so stupid. I hate myself.
You just tipped it all over there.
No, not all. It's only a drop.
So come on, what's your smell then?
Oh, it's really weird though.
Oh, tell us, we like weird.
Right, so you know in school, you might not know, but you know they have for the little whiteboards, you know the black rubbers?
Yeah,
Like,
that cleans the whiteboards.
yeah, the black square ones.
I may be
They're like
old, but I'm not quite that
They're
old.
like spongy.
I do remember
I like
things.
smelling them because they smell like, you know, Quackers, what Quackers smells like?
Yeah,
And I don't know, I just like it.
it's the rubber smell you like.
Probably because of all the ink in there.
Yeah, maybe.
But it smells, I don't know, I just like it. So I'm going to do this again, but
Get Dad to do it for you because
it's fine, I put enough in there, I can just have it in that area.
you only should only put about a drop or two.
I did, I put 2 drops.
Try it, and if it's not enough, get Dad to pour some in there. Does it work?
Mm-hmm.
Jessie's putting some Zest-It on a sponge. She's made her own sponge to soak up the Zest-It in a jar, haven't you?
Which is
Yeah, which is blending solution. Jessie's saying, blending solution.
yeah,
I forget.
but they might not know.
No, that's true. They might not know it. It's very true. Just because I know it, somebody there might not know what it is, what Zest-It is. You're quite right.
Mm.
It's all right. Give me the jar and I'll show them what Jessie. So what was this? A salsa jar. That's a kitchen sponge that she's taken off the greeny bit. She's put it in there, and then she puts some of that blending lotion in there, and she's got her own little spongy thing. Because I think they're $9.99, weren't they, to buy the sponge already?
It's better because that one is like corn
Yeah.
flour.
So she's got herself up to $9.99 to buy, and it's cost her nothing. Empty that old kitchen. Well, I suppose the kitchen sponge would probably work out about 10p and a bit of lotion, but that's everything.
Cheaper than the actual thing.
Yeah, it was cheaper than buying the actual jar of Zest-It sponge.
An empty jar, don't they?
They do. Everybody should have empty jars. Recycling, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Rachel Ray'd be proud of you for recycling. She likes things that are recycled. I'll have to tell her Jessie's into recycling. What have I missed? My daughter says that when I start cooking fudge, it smells like Christmas in the home. Oh, yeah, Christmas smells. Lovely, lovely. How's weather down there? Yeah, Sandy, there's loads of flooding down here. Loads and loads and loads. But hopefully by morning, most of it will have subsided, I'm hoping. Hi, Mandy, how are you? Yes, we're all okay. All in, well, apart from Josh has gone out in the car. He won't be happy till he's home, but he's a boy, isn't he? Worst smell ever for me is liver. Oh yeah, I don't like liver. I like liver gravy, but I don't like the smell of liver. No. No, I don't like the smell of liver cooking or the smell of liver. Like the taste of it, just don't like the texture and don't like the smell. That would be off. Storm Dennis was a right little BB. It was. It's still pretty windy here. It did die down. 1 o'clock this morning, it went eerily quiet. About 5 to 1. It had been really blowing. The wind was hitting the window, and then it went really quiet for about an hour, and then it all picked back up again. So, I don't know whether that was the eye of the storm going over or what. And then it's just been windy and grey. We did have a couple of hours of sunshine, didn't we, this morning? We thought, oh, great. And then the wind picked back up again and it started raining again. So, but they do say we're going to have some snow. So, we'll see. Okay, Mrs. Coffee. Hang on. If you wonder why I'm just wiggling my mouse about a bit. DIY is the best. I've loads. It is, Sandy. It is. I love DIY. I love making things out of nothing. And I haven't forgotten the project that I'm doing this week. I was supposed to have done it. I know. I was supposed to have done it this week, but I didn't get time. But I have got a few bits ready. So I'm hoping with the kids off school this week that I'm going to be able to do that, film it and show it, yeah? So it'll either be a great success or it'll be a pile of pants, but we'll have fun trying it, if nothing else. Oh, Sandy. That's nice of you. I have, though, ordered some AB's white ones for 60p for, I can't remember how many it is. They're just to see what they are. Because I've ordered something else off another site, and I noticed they've got some ABs. So I thought I'm going to order a pack. So I've ordered a pack. So that should be here this beginning of this week, because it's a UK company that they're supplying it. So I presume they've got them in stock. Because shipping was free if it was over £5. So I ordered a couple of little bits. Oh, curling that there. Square one. I think these are rounds. I think I've ordered. To be truthful, I don't think I paid much attention. I just thought, ooh, 60p, AB, right, I'll have them. They're only 60p, happy, honestly. I only spent 60p. I know, just to see what they're like on ABs. Aurora, how do you say it, Dad? Aurora Borealis, is it? Aurora.
Northern Lights.
That's the colour of the AB is.
What's an AB?
You know, like the Northern Lights, all different colours.
Mm.
The top of it looks a bit like that. One of these, but that's what it looked. The colour of it looks like. No, when the light hits it, you'll know it when you see it.
Oh, a diamond pen.
No, diamonds. AB diamonds. AB like drills.
Yeah.
I'll show you when they come.
Okay.
I can't explain them.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm not good at explanations. So thanks, Sandy. I hope I do. Lynn says, this is strange, I know. My dad worked as maintenance supervisor and his factory, and his dad, my grandpa, had a garage. So the smell of gasoline and garage repair shops remind me of my dad. Oh, no, that sounds about right. I think that a lot. Hi, Maxine. Okay, Sandy, thank you. Yeah, I think there's you have some smells that remind you of something horrible, and then you'll have certain smells that remind you of people. Like tobacco, as in pipe tobacco, reminds me of my granddad, because he always smoked pipe tobacco. So if I smell that, I instantly think of him. My nan is like, don't smell it very often, but if somebody's cooking it, restaurant is doing hot pot or something like that, the smell of that. I love the smell of hot pots, which I actually am going to try and make this week for the first time ever. So that should be an experience. You hear that, Grant? I'm going to try and make a hot pot this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Individual hot pots.
With pastry on.
You don't put pastry in a hot pot.
What's a
You
hot
don't.
pot?
You put potatoes. Thinly sliced potatoes. Did you hear that? He said put pastry on a hot pot. Where were you brought up? Yeah, that's true, Africa. A hot pot is lamb and stuff with sliced potatoes.
A hot pot, right, is a pot that's hot.
Very smart.
Use a bit of artistic license.
No, I'm not doing pastry. I'm doing sliced potatoes on the top.
Dad catch?
He's just looking at me. Oh, hubby smokes a pipe. Oh, what tobacco does he use?
Dad?
Grant's dad smoked a pipe with cherry tobacco, didn't he, when we first met? And that was quite nice.
Thanks.
I can't remember what Grampy's was. I know if I smell it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it might have been Clan, actually. I think it might have been Clan.
Clan
Tobacco. Oh, my fingers are stiff. Black cherry. Oh. Condor. Yeah, it could have been Condor. It was either. Hey? Is she at the bottom?
Two.
Dog.
Mm.
Oh, black cherry. Nice smell. Gran
What
keeps
you
saying,
hated cherries.
I do. I'm not a lover of cherries, but I like the smell of them. I don't like the taste of an actual cherry. I like cherryade. I just don't like the texture of a normal cherry. Black cherry, I like the taste of. I just don't like the texture of a cherry. Yeah, clan. Oh,
And I know why.
why? Yeah. Anybody else want to see Jessie's coloured monkey? Come around here and show the guys your monkey that you're colouring. Guys, you haven't got a choice because she's showing you.
Oh,
I'm joking. Only joking, yeah? There, look, a little monkey. That's quite good, Jess.
you only look at it upside down, aren't you?
I know. Back to front or upside down, reverse order. That's nice.
Oh, no, it's amazing. Isn't it?
You're very clever. Put me on an F. Why did I
It's
get
enough
out of
for
this?
tonight.
That's enough for tonight, is it?
Yeah.
You can leave them down, actually, them pencils, because I think tomorrow I might do some colouring.
Okay. I believe you.
When he smokes a cherry, I get him to walk around the house and I was like, oh, I know, it's a lovely smell, isn't it? Lovely. Deb said lovely. Lynn says lovely. You sweet little monkey, just like you. You sweet little monkey, just like you. I said, he's a sweet little monkey, just like you. Your monkey.
My monkey?
Yeah.
I haven't got a monkey.
Yeah, have you just drawn one?
We can get a monkey if you want to, though, Mum.
No, one little monkey in the family is enough, thank you. That's all I can cope with in life.
What you saying then? What's that mean?
Nothing.
Calling me a monkey?
Sorry, I was just reading something. That was very rude. I do apologise. Just something came through then, so I was just reading it. So yeah, so what's everybody up to? You diamond painting? Are you cross stitching? Painting, colouring, stitching, crocheting, knitting? What you all doing? What you working on? I need to. What?
Huh?
What's that?
Nothing, I was looking at the time.
Pin that there onto that because I keep knocking my arm on it. What are you diamond painting, Maxine? Let us all know what you're doing. Is that an R there or is that an F?
Where?
There, there's an R in it there.
No, the word.
There.
Move the one you just put down.
No, that's definitely an F I just put on. I couldn't see what that was.
Yeah, that's an R.
Got to go, grandson's here. I want to
Can I
watch
put one
YouTube
down?
on my PC. I'll probably message on Facebook later for you. Okay, Sandy, take care and thank you so much for popping in. I do appreciate it. I really do. Say hi to your grandson for me. Oh, what are you colouring? What book you got? Are you colouring in the book or are you colouring? Have you printed off something? Oh, Lena, diamond painting on your puppy. Oh, how sweet. Marilyn, what are you diamond painting? As you can all see, I am still on my star roll. I haven't touched it since last week until Jen's live. I went into Jen's live and then I picked this up. So you can do that to tip the diamonds back in a bag. Phoenix Rising. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a nice one. Dragon Attack's a nice one as well. If it's the one I'm thinking. Which one's that one by, Maxine? I don't know if it's the one I'm thinking of. Okay. Kushka. You know where everything is. I think there's a Remind me tomorrow if I go shopping.
Okay.
Well, I'm going into town, so I could get some from JO's.
And what time are you waking up tomorrow?
I don't know because I'll have to go up to Nanny's for 11:30 because you don't want to come up there, do you?
Well, what are you doing?
I've got some people coming for a meeting to do a nanny.
Wake me up when you wake up.
Okay then.
I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow.
Yeah, probably be early-ish, I think. D80 is the one I was thinking of. That's a nice one, that is. Yeah, you can come over whenever.
I don't know which one.
Just, I don't think I've got anything else on. Oh, my diary's up there. I think it's only tomorrow. Oh, Wednesday I've got to go to Brecon, so Wednesday's out.
Am I coming?
Yeah, I've got to go to the hospital, so I can't remember what time.
And Elam, family with
Jade Summer Dreams Come True. I've only got one Jade Summer one, and that's the Magical Forest. I just finished one of those and I put it on Instagram, and I got to admit, I loved it. Absolutely. That's the only book I've got, so I'm going to look into some more of hers. Dreams Come True.
Yeah.
Is that a nice one? Is that I don't know that one, to be truthful. What type of pages are in that one? Is it like fairies, or is it like magical sort of stuff? I want to get Clara Markova, I think she's called. She brings out a book every year. I think she's on her fourth, or is this the fourth this year? No, last year she'd got number 4. I think it's 5 this year or something. But they're like £35 because you can't get hold of them in this country. Really hard to get hold of. I think if you lived in Czech Republic, was it, you could get them? I think, or Poland. I think Poland it was £17.50 of Clara Markova colouring book.
Oh.
That I like. But
can you not even get it shipped?
well, I had a look to see if they could ship it, but I couldn't find it because it was all in Polish.
Mum, look, I've got 2 animals.
I know, because I like that, so I couldn't find it.
Okay.
So I quite like her. As I say, I absolutely love Hannah Carlson. I love her work. So there's a few of her books that I want. As I say, there's a few of Jade Summer now. I've tried one of hers that I wouldn't mind getting. But like Brian says, then you got enough colouring books? No. No.
Never have enough.
No. You can't, Jessie, that's quite right. No such thing as having enough. There isn't. But yeah, I've been watching a lady called Zucchini Kitty do colouring in this Clara Markova. I probably slaughtered that name. Markova? I don't know. But she's been colouring in that one, and one of her books. And the pictures are... So I researched the books, and the pictures in them are just up my street. But it can just go on a wish list for now. It can. I said, you've got to have wishes, haven't you? Things to look forward to be getting in the future. Has anybody else got something colouring or diamond painting that they think, oh, I really, really want that, but it's just way out the price range, or you just can't get hold of it? Or is it just me that does that? So I put a few things on Amazon wish list. I've got a few things on my Arteza wish list. That's all right. If you put it on its side, like that way down on the board, you'll probably find that you can cut it.
Yeah. Oh, Lily!
What?
It's just licked my toe.
Hang on, let me have a look. That's Instagram.
No, definitely not getting my
Ah, yes, I know. The dreams come true. That's the one that Julie's doing. I do know it. How are you finding it? Are you liking it? Has that one got the it's got some nice little quotes, isn't it, on each page? Has it got the black pages as well on the other side of it, Julie? Does it have like, you know, like, because on the Magical Forest it is, the backing of it is black, so you can use whatever medium you want really on them, which I absolutely love. And the paper is really, really nice to colour on. So I said I'm going to try, because they've got 2 sets in. Is the Dreams one got 2 sets in? So I'm going to do try the front ones I'm going to do in colouring pencil, and the back ones I'm going to do in either Everblend or tree markers, and see how they take on that paper. So I thought, well, it's worth a try. And I thought, because I've got 2 sets of pictures in it, it'll be interesting to see what it looks like coloured in the colouring pencils, and then to see what it looks like coloured in either Everblends, tree markers, or maybe both. I don't know, because I need to practice with Everblends. As Mrs. Coffee says, you've got practice. If you don't practice, you're not going to get any better. So I do need to practice on them, because I'm a bit frightened of the Everblend ones, I got to admit. They sort of scare me, because they not leak out, but they spread, don't they? So you've got to make sure you don't go quite up to the line. Bleed out, that's the word I was looking for. They bleed out slightly, so you can't go right up to the edge unless you've got a thick border as they spread out. So that sort of scares me a little bit with them, but I am going to give it another go. And I said, now I've got this Jade Summer one with the 2 sets. As Grant says, you've got no excuse really, because if you mess it up on one, you've still got another picture you can draw on, colouring with colouring pencils or whatever you want. But watching Mrs. Coffee with the 120 watercolour Arteza ones yesterday, oh flipping heck. I've only ever used watercolours once, and that was when I was doing my art journaling, and that was just not to colour in anything. It's just like enhance whatever I was doing. So I've not actually used them to colour anything. So, but I saw her using them yesterday, and it was like, oh. So they've now gone on my wish list for Arteza. So I might get them once I've paid off all this instalments. I think that may be what I go for next, I think. Because Millie would use them as well. I mean, she's very, very good with watercolours. You know, the pans or the pencils, you know, she knows what she's doing. And they have no idea. I know the basics watching, like Mrs. Coffee yesterday. I mean, when I did my art journaling, it was just literally put it down and put some water on it around my cardboard or whatever I used, or string that I've used or whatever. Just a bit of colour around that. Not particularly to colour anything. Sort of used it in a different format. Want some more sprays. I say in Julie, has it got the black backing on it as well, and 2 sets of the pictures in that one as well? Now you're back. I forgot these gone. Talking away to you, and then Realise you're not there. Because do all Jade Summers have the 2 sets in them? Or is it just some of her stuff that she has 2 sets of? I don't really know. As I said, that was the first one I've got of her stuff. So that's pretty... So has anybody else got Jade Summer stuff would know the answer to that? I would ask Mrs. Coffee, but she's gone off. Because I know she's got a few Jade Summer ones. Lynn says, still having problems with paddy wax pulling out my pen. Any hints to stop that from happening? Ooh, anybody on here can help Lynn out with the paddy wax? As I say, I've never used it. Do you have to heat it up first or something? Make sure it's warm or something? I don't know. Or is that just to get it in your pen that you need it warm so it will go in your pen easy? Is it coming out on every one? Got the black backing, yes, but no, not 2 of each. Or maybe it's only on some books then that you get 2 copies of each. One set at the front and another set behind. I don't know. See, I've never used the paddy wax, Lynn, so I can't help you. Maxine, have you ever used the paddy wax? Oh, Lena, have you used the paddy wax? I think Tiny World of Wonders did a video. Did she do a video on it or something? Was it her? And how to use it? I've got a feeling it was her, but I'm probably totally wrong now, aren't I? But I definitely saw somebody. Not on all of them, but you have to load the pen often. Because I thought that was the point of the paddy wax, is that you didn't have to load your pen so often. I know some people say it takes practice with it, but I don't know. Maxine, you use paddy wax. You got any ideas for Lynn? She says it keeps coming out the pen. Have you got any tips or tricks for her? So I say, I can't remember if it definitely was Tiny World of Wonders that did the video on it or not, which might help her. But I haven't watched it, I've got to admit, because I thought, well, I'm never going to get it. So I must admit I didn't watch it. Although I do watch a lot of Tiny World of Wonder, but I didn't watch that one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe, Maxine, you can write some tips and tricks down. I find sometimes, though, I'll load my pen, whichever pen I'm using at the time, and sometimes, sometimes it'll last ages, the wax in the pen, and another time I'm filling it up every sort of 10 or 15 drills. But I think that again is something to do with whether I'm heavy-handed or not, and I am very heavy-handed. And depends again which pen I'm using. You would think it would be all the same because the nibs are all the same. It's only the actual pen that's different. But I find, like that's my 4 pens that I use. They're always with me. I have got some other ones that I've made. But in general, that's all I use is them 4 pens and fill them up. But they all seem to pick up drills differently and have, even though I'm using the same wax in them, they need filling up more on some than others. So I don't know whether it's comfortable in your hand or how you hold it and whether you press it down harder because it's certain pens than you do on other pens. That's the dog barking. There's probably a doggy on the telly. Is there a dog on the telly? Grant, is there a dog on the telly? She's barking, growling at something. Oh, yeah, Marilyn said it was Tiny Worlds of Wonders. Thanks, Marilyn. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I know when she shows you something to do, it's really straightforward. Maxine says, with a paddy wax, you have to warm it up, but then load pen, then scrape off excess, then do a tester on a drill to make a dent. Then use pen. You should be okay then, unless you are pressing too hard, then it will come out of the pen. Hi, my clothes smell like candles. I didn't see you sneak in there. Or did you sneak in and I didn't see you? Because I do apologise if I haven't said hello and you've been in for a while. How do you manage it then? Because my son saw that candle. She's got some paddy wax. Lynn's having trouble with it coming out all the time. So she's having to load it loads. She said, Lynn says, thanks, yes, it is warm. We'll do a tester drill. There seems to be a film on the drills that she's already placed. Yeah, Nicole's just said, hi, Nicole, how are you? You okay? Don't think I've said hello to you either, have I? Tiny Worlds of Wonder, paddy wax video, how to use the wax. I'm going to have a look at it as well. Now I know that Teresa's sending me a little bit. Bless the little heart. So I'm looking forward to having some wax that smells nice. Because this stuff, no real smell to it, is it? It's weird stuff. It does its job, doesn't it? Oi! What do you think you're doing? That's a cat scratching my blooming carpet. Is that Molly, Grant? Yeah, scratching the carpet. She can go out. She's going to scratch my carpet. She knows better. Cheeky cat. I'm using a plastic tip instead of the regular. Does that make any difference? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I have got a plastic tip one somewhere, but I've not actually used it. So I don't even know what the different how they feel. Do they feel different with the red wax, Lynn? Was there much difference using the plastic tip to the metal tip when you use the red wax? My clothes smell like candles. Just got it. I love that. It smells good, but I'm still on the fence about it. I have some of the super sticky kind that she just made up, so looking forward to trying that from. Oh, that'd be interesting. Maxine says, Lynn, yes, it makes a difference. The plastic tip does not like paddy wax. And my clothes smells like candles. Lynn, yes, I don't think she recommends using the plastic tip. It was in one of her videos. They are, Lynn. So maybe it is the plastic tip that doesn't like the paddy wax. Have you got any metal tips? Have you kept yourself any metal tips back that you could just swap and have a go with? Maxine, you've got the super sticky on it. So what scents are the super sticky? Has she got the super sticky paddy wax the same sort of scents can you order, or is it just one scent for that stuff? I didn't realize she was doing a super sticky one as well. It's going to sound stupid now, but why would you need a super sticky one? Or is that for when you're doing the big gems on the special drills? Maybe to pick them up with, because I know I have to use my tweezer on the gems when I was doing my bookmark and my bag. So would it pick it up easier with this super sticky stuff? I must go over and investigate it. But I think because I knew I couldn't get hold of it, being in the UK, you sort of get disheartened then, because I thought, oh, I'll get my hopes up that I really want it, and then I can't have it, so then I'll get depressed, so I didn't bother watching it. Lynn said, okay, she's going to try with the metal. It's worth a try, Lynn, to see if that one's better, isn't it? And it's not, because it may not be that you're pressing too hard, maybe just that it doesn't like that. Nicole said there's new wax that came out and it's called sticky wax. My clothes smell like candles. I think the super sticky is unscented. And Maxine says the scent has no scent, but it's for the single placer. So what's the paddy wax then? Is the paddy wax for all places, or is it better with multi-placers than it is with a single placer? See, I have to ask these questions now because I've been dull and I haven't gone and looked at it. And now I know Tree says she's sending me some. I want to know all the answers now. So I do need to go and watch her videos. But seeing as you lovely lot are on here, I can ask you what it's like. So would you use the normal paddy wax then for like the multi-placers, 3 upwards, and then just use soup, but not for the singles? Hi, Elliot. How are you? What are you working on, Elliot? Are you still working on your anniversary gift? Excuse me if you heard that. I do apologise. Normal paddy wax works better in multi-placers. Right, and you're just playing with the wax, Nicole. Elliot, yep, you're working on that one. That's going to be so nice, Elliot, when it's done, isn't it? I'll do them ones after. We're just on about paddy wax. Have you got any, Elliot? Have you had any of the paddy wax? I think the super sticky is for hard presses, like for people like me that are very, very, very heavy-handed. Very, very heavy-handed. I'd like to say I'm not heavy-handed, but I am. Let me put that over there because that's going to tip on my painting. Oh. Nicole says, how to act sticky wax is for when if you press too hard on the jams, there's no residue. That would suit me because I think that's half my problem when I get things on here, is the fact that I press too hard. So that'll be interesting. Do you think she'll do sticky into scented, or do you think that would make it or would that stop it being sticky if she put scented stuff in it? I know, before you say, I know there's different colours in here, but the dark colour I must have tipped into the bag sometime, I don't know. But I'm not bothered now because I'm nearly to the end of this. So, and all the spare drills are going in my glass jar to make that ornament. So I'm not worried now about separate. I was separating them, but I'm not now. I've gone past that. I haven't gone way past that one. I've been a responsible diamond painter and separating your drills that are mixed. Yeah, that went out the window. Went way, way, way out the window. I use my multiplacer as a single placer. I can't get to grips with that, Maxine. I have tried and tried and tried. And I watch all you ladies and you pick them up and you can use these multi-placers. So you have a 10 placer and you can put from 1 up to 10 on it and fill in whatever. No, I'm only just getting the hang of the 3 placer. And I still end up going back to checkerboard, I've got to admit, because I have so much trouble. But I must admit, I've not really done many that have warranted a multi-placers that much. You know, you get a little bit of blocking, but, you know, like here you have the odd 3. And here, like, there's all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colours in there. So there's nothing really. By the time you get it out, this be the time to put it away, if you know what I mean. So I tend to do checkerboard. But I have got one, I think it's We Love You or something, cat one from DAC. And it's mostly white on the outside, all the way around the cats. So probably that would be the best one for me to practice using the multi-placers, would probably be on that one. Elliot says, no, I haven't got a chance to get any paddy wax yet. But we'll get them together, Elliot, don't we'll get one day. Nicole, it is for your mob it's made place or only the sticky wax? Don't know. How do players so one is for the scented wax? Not sure what you mean, Nicole, there. Have I read that wrong? I'm a bit thing. I stink at multiplaces, spend more time correcting my horrendous placement. I'm a bit like that. That's why I think I get put off, because I think I'm putting it down in the right place and it looks like the right place until it goes to place, and then I'm thinking, oh, bugger it now. So then I spend time then straightening it all up. So I think by the time I've straightened it all up, I could have done the checkerboard and be filling it in. Do you know what I mean? And I do get satisfaction out of filling in the checkerboard. Does anybody else get that when they do a checkerboard and then you get to fill it in? And it's like, it's just, oh, makes me smile. I know, simple things make Cal smile. But it's just like, yes. I just like it. Just like the way it fills in. I bet I'm the only one that does that, are they? Smiles like hell when they're filling in the checkerboard. So little things, please, little minds. My primary school teacher used to say. I just thought I was inquisitive, that's all. And I don't think she meant it as a compliment either. I just saw capitals. I thought, that's got to be Laura. Hiya, Laura. How are you? What are you cooking today? Straight to the food. Say straight to the food when Laura comes on. It's like, what's she cooking today? What nice foods is she cooking? For anybody who don't know, Laura always cooks most amazing foods. So I quiz her on a Sunday. What's she cooking? So what is on the menu at Laura's house? Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Just Pinterest. I always think I'm going to have to change the ringtones and notification tones on my phone because they're all the same, whether it's a email, whether it's a notification, whether it's a text message. You're right, Bub?
Yeah. Pin down again.
Oh, is it? Is it windy as well?
No.
Have you got all your tools ready to take back to work?
I didn't bring any home.
Oh, you didn't bring any?
No, not this time.
Do you want the cider this side? Oh, you got one. You should put some of them in the fridge. Or do they stay cold?
They're okay.
It's definitely working better. Lynn says you get that slappy sound now. Oh, it's a nice sound that is. With plastic I didn't. Let's see if I don't have to fill it as much. Be interesting, wouldn't it, to see what the difference is, because they're all saying that they say not to use the plastic one but to use the metal one. So oh, hi Annie, no worries, just glad that you were able to pop in and say hello. I know you've all got busy lives. Busy. Not cooking tonight. For a change, we're ordering Mexican food. Oh, what you ordering? I've never had Mexican food. Have we ever had Mexican food? We haven't, have we?
Not proper Mexican food. No.
No, that's what I mean. We've not had proper Mexican food, have we? I don't even know if I've ever seen a Mexican restaurant. Have you? Even when we went to Chester or Cardiff or...
A couple of years ago on the back streets.
So I've never seen a Mexican... See, I've not lived. I've not lived. I'm okay, Laura, yeah. Just realising that I've not lived. I've not even seen a Mexican restaurant. Never ate Mexican food. Don't even know what type of food it would be.
Chili.
I like chili, as long as it's not too chili-fied. You like it really hot. We've not done chili for a long time, have we?
No.
Might put that on the menu for next week. I love Mexican. My clothes smell like candles. Can I ask what your first name is? That's a hell of a mouthful. I know you probably told me before, but I've got a memory like a sieve. Only for a while, and then it gets better. Have a wobbly tummy tonight, so on the brandy. Ooh, nice. Where's that Poppy? Does she like the brandy, or is she only into the red wine? She's funny, she is. Kids are having pork tacos, and I'm having shrimp salad with rice. Oh my God, Laura, that sounds so nice. Angela. I will try and remember that. I like that name, Angela. One of my best friends in school was called Angela. And I lost touch with her. It's strange, isn't it? Oh, that sounds nice, doesn't it? So what are you drinking the brandy with, Annie? Oh, Candles. Well, I can call you Candles then, if that's what they call you on the lives. That's quite nice. That's quite nifty, isn't it? Candles. I quite like that as well. I do like that. Sorry, I prefer that than to Angela. It's nice, that is. Candles. Oh, thanks, Annie. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. As I say, I appreciate each and every one of you that pop in and say hello. I do. Because I know it's all different times, isn't it, across the globe, that we come together on a Sunday. Poppy's bringing you toys to play with, is she? I bet tomorrow night, though, Annie. Bet tomorrow night, if you go live, she'll be on her daddy's knee and she won't want to know. She won't come near you, so we can all have a little look at her. She keeps her audience waiting. She does. She's a right little diva. Brandy and American Drive. Never tried that. Never tried that. Don't know if I've ever tried brandy, to be truthful, only in cake. That's about the only place I think I've ever tried brandy. Is in a cake? Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried it. And I don't know anybody that drinks it to try it. I don't. That's all the A's done by there. What's the time? Oh my God, it's 20 past 9 already. Time goes quick, doesn't it, on lives? I love it, but I am particular what brand do you. Oh, you like the expensive stuff, do you, Annie? Thank you for the 9 likes, whoever you are. Thank you. Much appreciated. I've got 1K there, which is annoying me, so I'm going to have to find the K. What there's K? 823. Can't drink the cheap stuff. It tastes like soapy water. Oh, you don't want that though, do you? You don't want anything to taste like soapy water to be drinking. Let's try the eyes. 644. Oh, Lily's off again. She's seen something. I'll tell you what I was looking at today. Are we on about bucket lists? Has anybody got a bucket list? Has anybody wrote out a bucket list? I have got a bucket list, but there's not many things on it. Not very original, I suppose. My first one was I want to go to Japan to see the cherry blossom trees, cherry blossom festival. I think it's from February. It starts in the south, I think, one of the southern islands of Okinawa or something. God, I butcher Japanese names. That's in Feb, and then it goes right through to May to the north of Japan. But mainland Tokyo, I think it's sort of April, May time. And there's a district called Kyoto's Higashiyama district, but it's got a philosopher's path. I knew I wouldn't be able to get that word out, but it's like 1 point something miles of just cherry blossom trees on a stone path, and you walk down this stone path and there's just cherry blossom trees everywhere. So I'd love to see that, because that's one of my favorite trees, is when the cherry blossom comes out. But I thought if I couldn't see that, then I put on my bucket list to go and see the wisteria, which I think follows the cherry blossom, and I think that's in May time. So that's one of the things. And funny enough, the kids really would want to say they'd want to do that as well when I've been on about it, because we all like the cherry blossoms and the wisteria things. But like round here, you see a wisteria and it's quite small. I mean, they've got avenues and avenues, and there's arches all intertwined. And I think there's one place that has like a tower of wisteria, and you walk, not tower, tunnel, and you walk through the tunnel of the wisteria, and I bet the smell must be something else to go through that. But it's a long way and a lot of money. Ali says, would love to go to Egypt to see the pyramids. Annie, it's honest to God, pyramids was something else. Apart from when you go inside them and they just stink of pee, because people obviously pee in them. Apart from that, yeah. Lynn says, thanks to everyone for Paddy Wax's help. Things are going great now. The pen tip was the problem. Oh, there you go, Lynn. Flying now. Flying. Oh, and Florida to see Laura and the flipper. I think everybody wants. I think Laura's going on everybody's bucket list. Lynn says, hello, Candle. Sorry I haven't been to your channel lately. I haven't forgotten you, just way behind on YouTube. And I'm surprised to too many creators. I think we've all got that problem. So come on, anybody else got anything on their bucket list? So I've got the Japanese thing that I want to do. And like Millie's doing her artwork on Japan. So she said, oh, I'm in for that. I said, well, when we win the lottery, we'll go. We'll have a little windfall, then we'll go. But I said, until that, it'll just have to stay on the bucket list. Yeah, Laura says, come on over, Annie. Laura will be waiting. You'll have all these British people turning up on your doorstep, Laura. We will be all turning up together. Oh, that's all right. Welcome back, Elliot. Thank you for coming back. Just saying about bucket lists, Elliot. What have you got on your bucket list? Have you got anything that you really want to do? Another thing I want to do is I want to learn another language. So I think I want to learn Spanish. You would be quicker in a balloon, Annie. Yeah, in this weather. They'd have you there in no time. Yeah, I keep been saying for years I want to learn Spanish, but it's just having the time and the energy. Jessie's learning herself Swahili because Grant can speak Swahili fluently. So she's learning. She's got an app, and she's learning that. And then she goes to her dad, and he quizzes her, and they have a little conversation in it. But I think when you're young, you seem to adapt to learning, don't you? When you're like an old fart like me, it's a lot harder to learn languages. Well, I think it is. I mean, Grant's been, your dad's been looking at the Japanese channel, and he was picking up words on there, easy peasy. He just seems to be a natural for picking up. You can speak Arabic, not loads, but you can speak it. You can hold a conversation in Arabic, which he taught himself when he was out in Egypt. So I think Swahili and Arabic, you know, two languages that are things, and I want Spanish. Yeah, good old Spanish. I would love to go to a food festival weekend. I bet with Food Network chefs, very expensive. Very expensive. Even over here, Laura, that sort of thing is really, really expensive. But it'd be worth going, especially if you could taste the food after as well, isn't it? That'd be amazing. There you are. Open invitation to Laura's house when we go in. Annie, if I win some lottery, me and you are off, okay? Elliot, I know I always wanted to go to another state, and I am in October. Oh, where are you going, Elliot? Where have you booked to go? Have you booked, or are you deciding to go? We got the locals teaching us bits when we went to Kenya on holiday. Lovely people. Very much so, Annie. Very much so out there. Well, they were nice to me when I went out there. Mind you, Grant could speak the language when we went to Zanzibar and Tanzania. You just prattled on to him. And once they realise you can speak the language, they treat you totally different. Most definitely learn anything, actually. I know, learning it. I mean, I know I'm 52, and some probably people say you're past it, but I think no. I don't think, well, I might be past it, but it'd be worth a go, wouldn't it? So I've got that on the bucket list. Candle said I would like to go to the Napa Valley. Would you? What gives you the interest for that then? Is there anything particular that strikes you as particularly that place? Don't have to say if you don't want to. I'm just nosy. I just like how different places appeal to different people for different reasons. I'm always interested in what people think and why they think like that. I'm going to a DP retreat in Texas, the Marissa Crafty. Oh, you're going to Marissa's? Oh, you lucky thing, Elliot. I'm dead jealous. Dead jealous. I said when Rachel Ray does hers in Ireland, I told her I'm going to have a telescope from Aberystwyth, which is the coast on that west coast. I said, and I'll be spying across the sea, seeing what I can see. Because that's got to be the ultimate, isn't it? Going on a DP retreat. How fun is that going to be? I bet you're going to have a whale of a time. I'm just hoping that there's loads of things on Facebook of it all, and so we can all be jealous and watch you. One of our waiters was very kind and really looked after us so well. We even visited his home. And he's like, oh, that's nice, Annie, then, isn't it? We gave them all our leftover Kenyan money before we came home, and they would really, 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 really appreciate it. Candles, that is as good enough reason as any. Wine, I'm with you on that. What's your favourite wine? Are you a red wine, white wine, rosé, or anything and everything in between? I'm a rosé, I must admit. If I have red wine or I have white wine, I hate to say this, but I put lemonade in it. I know, sacrilege, you shouldn't do that, but I do. I can't drink it neat. I just can't. Grant doesn't say anything now. He's used to it. But in the beginning, he used to say, "Why are you putting lemonade in it?" I said, "I can't drink it." But rosé I can drink straight. But red I can't, and white I can't. Not unless it's sparkly. Lynn said, "That's wonderful, Brian. I'm jealous. I didn't know they were having one until the other day." Elliot says, "I would take lots of pictures." Please do, Elliot, and upload them, because we'll all, either if it's on Instagram or Facebook, we'll all follow you all. Candle says, "I'll try anything that's like a spritzer." Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it is like a bit like a spritzer. But some people look down at it. Grant just thinks it's a waste of diluting wine. He said, "You shouldn't dilute wine." And I said, "Well, you haven't got to drink it, so it don't matter, does it?" Well, you'll have to if you ever go, you'll have to let us know about it, though, Candles, won't you? You know, day 1, 10 o'clock, a nice sober picture. Day 1, 10:30, comatose on the floor from trying too many wines. Well, that would be me. Are you one of these ones that would taste it and spit it out, or would you have to swallow it? Because I think that's what you're supposed to do, isn't it? Is it supposed to swill it round your mouth and then spit it in a bucket after? Do you have the flavour in your mouth or something? It's like, really? Sangria? Cha, cha, cha. Like the way you think, Laura. Love the way you think. Okay, Elliot, send it and I'll show everybody your update on your custom. You're coming along with that nice now. Lynn says, "I can't drink any alcohol because of my medication. It would interfere with them." Yeah, I must admit, I have to be careful with some of the stuff that I'm on. But I can have a little bit, but yeah, I've got to be careful. But I do sort of mess a bit with my medication. If I'm going to have a couple of drinks, I just alter it slightly. Shh, just don't tell the doctor, as they say. Ooh. So anybody else got anywhere they'd like to go or do on their bucket list? What else have I got on my bucket list? Let me think. Oh, have a night in a haunted house. That's another thing that I've wanted to do. Oh, could you imagine that? I would love that. Me and a few friends have been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, and it's never come off. We talk about it, but nothing actually ever happens. But I'm hoping one day, I might suggest it to Grant, me and him go on a haunted weekend. Wouldn't it be nice? Grant, would you be up for that? Going on a haunted house weekend? There you are, you heard that, everybody? You heard that? Got witnesses? Eh? I know, but you'd be the perfect pace. I don't know, we'd have to find somewhere. Sorry, my sister-in-law's just text worrying about Grant. On the road. Sorry, that was my sister-in-law worrying. If I didn't answer her back, she'd worry even more. Right, hang on. Oh, you've done a fair bit, haven't you? I don't know if everybody could see that. He's done all down that side. It's really starting to pop now, isn't it? That is really starting to pop them colours, aren't they? Are you pleased with it, Elliot? You've got to be. because that is nice. We've had nothing wrong with this internet all night. Now it's starting to play up. Would love to go to an underwater restaurant. Oh gosh, that would be an experience and a half, wouldn't it? That would be really nice. Never even knew you could do something like that, Laura. Oh, are you, Janice? You've been working and working. I think there are a few haunted hotels here. I watch too many ghost programs. Well, I'm really intrigued. So I've had a few ghost experiences. So I'm thinking on my bucket list, spend a night in a haunted house would be, you know, an experience and a half. So if I take Grant with me, because he's a non-believer, so it should be fun. I'll take my stick so I can whack them one. If they come anywhere near me. Candle says, oh Lord, that would be so cool. We could look at sharks while we eat crab cakes. I like the way you think. Carl says, I like that. Elliot, you're really loving doing it. Oh, well done. It is coming, really is coming along. Oh, Mrs. Coffee, you're back. Hope everything's okay. We're just on about bucket lists. I'm just saying I want to go and spend the night in a haunted house, and hubby said he'll come with me, although he's a non-believer. You will, Laura, because I didn't even know you could get a restaurant like that and an underwater scene. It'd be interesting. 30 Eastbourne Drive. I'll do it after. Is that where you are? Is that flooded by any chance? Janice says, I was watching Call of Midnight with Mum, so back working and lurking. Ah, of course, this Sunday's call. I haven't caught up on this series. I've missed out on this series, I must admit. Just prepping dinner and playing. Oh, that's okay. Just checking. Just checking. Yeah, so that's another thing on my bucket list. Another thing is to have 3 tattoos, one for each child, in the form of butterfly. And then I'm going to have the bodies. So the bodies down are going to be their names, because they've all got 6 letters for the names. So I thought I'll have the bodies as the names, and then have the butterfly wings coming off the bodies. Ooh, Laura, that's nice. So I'm going to bring a best picture up. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to go to the Maldives. That's all right. I'll go to the Maldives. That's no problem. Look at that for an underwater restaurant. Definitely have a look at that one, Laura. Gonna write that on my bucket list. Gonna go and have a restaurant, having a meal underneath there. Yes, please. Thank you. I think it's the UK's most haunted house. Oh, we'll have to look into that then. But I'm deaf now. Mr. W has said he'd come with me, and you all heard him, right? You all heard him say he'd come with me. That's got to be on. That's got to go to the top of my bucket list now, because that is manageable. Do you know what I mean? That is something that is achievable. I mean, the Japanese going to the cherry things. Yeah, that might be if we have a windfall, which is very unlikely. We're not that lucky, but you never know, you know. So I put it on my bucket list just in case. But yeah, that is maybe achievable, a haunted house. Bucket list, take my kids on a cruise and take a honeymoon, just Mr. Coffee and I. Oh, where would you go though on honeymoon though, Mrs. C? Where would be your ideal destination for just you and Mr. C to go? Just the 2 of you. Paul's got the kids, so all the kids are safe, and it's just you, Mr. C, off. Where would you go? Where would your destination be? They are, Elliot. You'll have to book something over there. I'll have to book the weekend with something over here, and then we'll compare notes. and see which is the worst. Bora Bora. Oh, nice. Is Mr. Coffee keen on that place as well, or is it something you discussed on your bucket lists? That would be nice, though. That would be nice. Where would you have a cruise, though? If you took the kids on a cruise, I'd like to do a cruise if I think about it. And now the kids are older, it would be ideal as well. Because they could come and they could have their own cabin. We'll have a joining ones, you know. Oh, Mr. Coffee picked that place. Nice. He's got good taste. Fair play to him. Very good taste. Well, he obviously did because he married you, didn't he? So, goes without saying. Yeah, but I fancy a cruise. Me and Grant keep on, because his dad and his wife and his mum and her husband, before they died, they all four of them used to go on cruises. They'd go on a cruise once a year together. And I'd see the photos and the idea of, you know, you've got your room set up with all your stuff, and then every day you go on the cruise ship and it lands somewhere different to see, and you haven't got to unpack. I love that idea, but you get to see a bit of the world. But I'm not sure where I want to go, though. I'm not sure. Where Grant said, well, where would we go if we went on a cruise? I said, I haven't thought that far ahead. Mrs. Coffey says, I've travelled the world, so I am good, but he would like to go to Bora Bora, and since we have never had a honeymoon, we promised when the kids got older to go on a honeymoon. You have to. Yeah, you definitely have to. That's something that you need to do, just the two of you together. I would like to take the kids to the Caribbean. My in-laws, both sets, they've both been to the Caribbean loads of times on cruises, and they said it was brilliant, loved it. Some islands were nicer than others, but they said you needed to see them all. Absolutely loved it. I think they went about 3 or 4 times on the Caribbean cruises because they loved it so much. Because people are just so nice out there. Where would you like to go, Janice? Cruise to New York, yeah? That would do me. I'm not fussy. I would go along with that. Mind you, I really want to go to New York. Now Joshy's been. He keeps rubbing it in that he's been. I want to go. Laura, I want to go to New York, Laura. I want to go to New York. If we come and stay with you, me and Annie, and then we'll go to New York all together and you can show us the sights. I think that's a fair deal. Hi, Detroit is calling. Hi, Alex. How are you? Just on about bucket lists and what you'd like to do. So at the moment, we're on about where we'd like to go or what you'd like to do. Is Mr. Coffee from New York? Mrs. Coffee? Oh, buggering hell. How the hell did you two meet then if he's from New York? Always fascinates me. My hair's falling out. Sorry, I was pulling my hair out then because it's falling out. Yeah, I go to New York, see. Elliot, you'd like to go to New Jersey. How far away is that from you, though? Is that impractical? Is it a long, long way? Because things around there aren't just round the corner, are they? You met in Pennsylvania. Oh, that's romantic. Meant to be together, see? Meant to be together. When the time was right, there you were. Yeah, definitely, Laura. Lynn says, my parents went to Hawaii on a cruise. They flew to California, then cruised the islands. They spurged and got an outside cabin with a deck, said that's the only way to get. Oh, bless them. I bet that would be quite nice cruise. But that would be a lovely cruise to go on to as well. Thing is, with being in America, there's such a vast place, isn't it? And so much to see there and so much history, and it's just unreal. England, you've been once. Where did you go in England, though? See, I would like to go to Scotland as well. That's another thing on my bucket list, another place. I've said to Grant many times, just the two of us, a log cabin by one of the lakes when the snow's down. No TV. Got to have Wi-Fi, though, but no TV in case something goes wrong, or one of those radio things. It's got to have some kind of contact in case something goes wrong, because I'm a bit paranoid like that, or if the kids need to get hold of me. But apart from that, just fire, plenty of food in the cupboard, take some crafty stuff with me, a book, and just me and him. Grant's not a talker. He's not a talker by any means. He'd sit quiet, or as long as you're by the side of him, he's happy. He doesn't find the need to make conversation. So it would be a quiet time, but I do like to chat, though. Nonsense sometimes, but he's not a talker. So you need to take something with you, like a book. But I would like that. Just in an old-fashioned, proper wood cabin now, not, prefab thing. Proper log cabin. Roaring fire that you've got to go and get the wood for and chop up. Couple of bottles of wine, loads of coffee, some nice food, and just stay there. Lovely. Janice says either cruise there and fly home, or fly there and cruise home. Never been on my bucket list. Hi, Aussie girl. We're on about bucket lists. Well, I am. Thanks for calling in. Oh yeah, definitely meant to be. He was born in California and I was born in Washington State. Then he was raised in New York and I was raised all over it and ended up in South Carolina. See, it's weird, isn't it? All that moving around and you still ended up together. Really, that's why I say you're meant to be. Meant to be. Lena says, I want to go to Alaska. That looks a beautiful place. Cold. Very cold looking, but beautiful. Elliot says it's 10 hours, 39 minutes from me to the... Oh, not far then, Elliot. Just round the corner. Just a hop, skip and dance away. Yeah, that's a fair distance, isn't it? Mrs. Coffey said, then we both moved to PA and met 5 years after moving to Pennsylvania, where we moved to the same city 2 days within each. God, that's a bit eerie, isn't it? Isn't that a bit eerie when you put it down to the nitty gritties, and that's how close it was when you both moved in there? So you were drawn to each other. Spooky. You were definitely drawn to each other. Janice, done part of Scotland, north of England, a bit of London, so need to do Wales. Cornwall, you will love. Janice, you will love Cornwall. It's one of my favourite places in Britain is Cornwall. Absolutely love it. Alex, I was so sick we went to some little town. Oh no, you come all this way and was sick. That would be awful. Elliot said, Mrs. Coffey, what part of South Carolina were you living? Alexa says, I'm going to jump out of the plane or something. Oh, wow. Are you just going to do it, or are you going to do it for charity, or have you decided? I must admit, that is not on my bucket list. No. No, why would I want to jump out of the plane? No, thank you. If I wanted me to fly, they'd give me wings. No. Much as I can do is to jump off a box. So there's no way I'm going to jump out of a plane. I do admire you, and I hope you put the pictures up for us to see. Alexis, yes, I do. No, fair play to you. Having the courage to do that. No. I could do it for charity. I'd probably do it. But no. Now, Lynn says, we went to Alaska on a few mission trips. A gorgeous place, would definitely go back. Nice. Mrs. said, Hilton Head Island, then moved to a small town called St. Matthews. It's near Orangeburg, SC, Elliot. Did you get that? Alexa's just going to do it. Yeah, just get in and jump out. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a good plan. I'll just move that over there so I can pull this bit off. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't really fancy jumping out of a plane. Yeah, not unless I had to. And that means on the tarmac. That's going down the slide. Yeah. Yeah, watch that program, Alaska. What's it? Something on the Last Frontier. That was before we got rid of Sky, so I used to watch that. Oh God, that's in the wrong place. No. Jessie went off in the trees as a bugger. Oh, I just flicked that somewhere. Anybody see where I just flicked that to? Oh well. Never mind. Hot air balloon. Oh yes, where my mother-in-law, well, she's moving now because she's getting remarried. But where she lives is up on a hill, or up on a mountain it is actually, and it looks down into the valley, and the valley is where they test all the air balloons from the factory that they're made. So she gets to see loads of them. When we're up there in the summer, every time I see one, I say, oh yeah, just imagine being up in that balloon now, just going across there. I said it'd be stunning. Absolutely, it'd be such a lovely feeling, just gracefully going across the sky. So elegantly going, don't they? They really look really elegant going across the sky. Where's another R? I just saw, I'm sure I saw another R. Maybe not. Maybe not. Stay there. Okay, Candles, thank you ever so much for stopping by. I really, really do appreciate it. Honestly, I do. Lena says the only way I would jump out of a plane is if it was going down and I'd have no choice. Either bail or die. That'd be me. That would be me as well. Only go if I have to. Cat here there. Take care, Candles. Have a good Sunday. Elliot says, Mrs. Coffee, you were 1 hour, 10 minutes away from me when you lived in South Carolina. See, I forget because it's such a big place, isn't it, America? So, oh, there's that one though. I chucked. So big. But yeah, I'd like to go to New York, I think, in America, because one, because Joshua's been there, and that bugs me. My son's been there, and I've not been there. Oh, is that on there? But no, just my sister Laura has been there. Everybody I know, my friends have been there, but I haven't. I've been to Athens, Laura, and I went to see the Acropolis and the Marble Mountain. I got stuck on top of the Marble Mountain there, and I saw the soldiers do their, you know, where they kick their legs up. I went and saw that, but I loved Athens. Glyfada, that's it. Just on the outskirts of Athens, we stayed in a place called Glyfada. God, it was hot. It was like 45 there. They've never seen temperatures like it. Apparently, it was the hottest it'd been for about 30 years, I think they said. But yeah, it was nice. I liked going to see the Acropolis and the Marble Mountain and in Greece. That was an experience. But I like to go and see ruins and things. They interest me. I like to see what it was like in ancient times. I'm not sure if I can hear the dog snoring or my husband snoring. I can hear a noise though. Oh, I just took over. Where in Greece would you like to go, Laura? Don't make it so hard, Annie, tomorrow. I didn't get hardly any question right. Annie said she did a Caribbean to Med cruise, and that was fantastic. Nice. Mrs. Covey says, I still have family in Colombia, so I try to visit them every once in a while. Oh, that's nice. Trouble in America takes so long to get anywhere, doesn't it? Suppose you'd have to fly, would you? Otherwise, it takes you days, doesn't it, to get to a lot of places. And then you've got to like driving if you're going to do it by car. I mean, it's bad enough when we do 8 hours driving down to Cornwall. But there, that would be a short distance to you lot out there, wouldn't it? 8 hours. Greece near beautiful British water like in Mamma Mia. Yes, it is very, very, very like that out there. I've got to admit, it is very blue and it's nice and it's, yeah. I did get stung by a jellyfish though there when I was swimming in the sea. Just got over my fear as well. In Glafada. And I've just got over my fear of being in deep water. And I was just starting to relax and the bloody jellyfish stung me. Oh my God, did it make a mess of my leg. I went out and got first aid straight away, but boy oh boy, but it blistered. It was quite funny. Well, everybody else thought it was funny because the way it stung me, it looked like a smiley face on my leg. Yeah, so I don't go in deep water anymore. I don't really go in seawater now very often. But yeah, it was very, very blue and pretty and stuff out there. Lots of aubergines. Everywhere you want. Everyone wants to give you an aubergine, cooked dish with aubergine, and I don't like aubergine. That's the only food I don't like out there, is the aubergines. Julie says, it's not on my bucket list, but I'd love to visit Poole in Dorset. Beautiful place. Beautiful. I went there when I was a kid. I said to Grant, we need to do more in Dorset and Devon. Done bits together, but not much. I'm waiting now to see about Do the Haunted. You're on the Queen Mary. Yes. That would be good. Yeah, anywhere that's haunted. I say, let's go. Or a haunted weekend. You know. Make sure you take your heart pills before you go. Yeah, I don't know if I could stay in there though. I'd go to one, but I don't know if I don't think I'd sleep. And one of these I'd start imagining every noise, every creak. You know, everything. What's that? What's that? What's that? And like Grant, he'd sleep, so if a bomb went off, he'd be out of it. Nothing stops him from sleeping. But me, slightest noise and my eyes are wide open like. So yeah, if I go in it, I'll come back to you as I cried like a baby the whole time. Be like I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. Get me out. Don't like it. I should be all right because I've experienced things before, but don't know. Yeah, but I do still want to do it, even though I'd probably be scared shitless, but I'd still want to do it. Maybe go to Scotland or something like that, find a haunted hotel up there and then go on to the log cabin. You know, kill two birds with one stone, as they say. But this is a bucket list, so it's got a long time, well, in theory, a long time for you to do your bucket lists. But as I say, you don't know what's around the corner. So in theory, if you get the chance to do these things, you should get on and do them, because you don't know what tomorrow will bring, as they say. And that's quite right, I suppose, if you want to think about it. Don't put off to tomorrow what you can do to today. Is that a saying? And as you get older, you do understand that a bit more. Yes, I've seen some of your videos. It fascinates me. Do you ever get scared, Alex? Do you ever get scared of it, though? Or have you ever been scared and thought, oh, I think you've got to be a very brave type of person to investigate them. I wouldn't quite go that far, but my favourite is what is today, but yesterday's tomorrow. That's a good one. I've not heard that one. That sums it up pretty much, doesn't it? What is today, but yesterday's tomorrow. That is so true, that is. That is so, so true. And I don't think you realise these things until you get older. So they do say age brings wisdom. And you can see why. You start seeing things completely differently to what you used to. So yeah, so I said I've got these things in my head that I want to do. And Grant says we need to think about maybe doing some of them, of his and mine. $498. There's one red one there missing. I used to go hunting with a group. It was good. Did you, Maxine? You used to do it as well. Yes, but I still run to the sounds. Do you run towards the sound, Alex, or do you mean you run away from the sound? Because I know which direction I'd be running. Grant really doesn't believe in any of that. He thinks it's all a load of baloney. Even though I've told him some of the stuff that's happened, he still thinks it's a load of baloney. I think people do unless something happens to them. And then they're like, maybe there's something. There's something we just don't know what it is. But he would be the one that says, no, it's not. It's so-and-so, so-and-so. He would be the skeptic. Is it skeptic's the word? He would be trying to find the scientific reason why something was happening. Which is good. There's nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes things are easily explained. Oh, that's a wonky one. Winky wonky one. We don't want winky wonky ones. Welcome back, Bianca. You used to pick up on things and still do. Oh, that would freak me out. I sense stuff, people, but I don't want to sense anymore because it would freak me out. Because it freaks me out when I sort of sense stuff. I get a bit jumpy when people come to visit, as they say. Then I talk myself out of it and say, no, don't be daft. Don't be daft. So I don't know. But yeah. See, if I started hearing voices or anything, I just think I'm becoming schizophrenia or something. That's what I think. You know, how do you know that it's been, you know, it's not your brain playing tricks on you? See, I'd be thinking I'm going crazy. I would. He needs to go on a hunt to change. That's just what I'm thinking. If he comes on a hunt with me, then maybe something will happen and he'll think, oh, bloody hell, there is something to this. You know. Yeah, it'd be very interesting. You know, I do wait. He watches all the programs. Like he was watching Paranormal. Is it last night or the night before? No, can't have been last night. Must have been. What night did they go off? Friday. So it must have been Thursday night before they went. And he got it on, you know, on timer to come on Paranormal stuff. I just smiled. He said it interests him. He just doesn't believe in it, even though he watches it. Excuse me. I think you only believe when something's happened to you or you've experienced something or seen something. You can never say 100%. Well, I'm that type of person. I've got to experience something to actually start believing in it. I'm not sure if that's the dog or Grant was making an hell of a noise, whoever it is. Let's stop now, whoever it was. Welcome back, Lynn. Yeah, so I might have investigate some things like that. Maybe there's something at the end of the year around our anniversary we could do for our anniversary, because we've not done anything for our wedding anniversary for donkey's years. So that might be something nice to do. What did you do for your anniversary? I took my husband off on a ghost hunting weekend. Thought it would be romantic. Well, I might be scared that I jump into his arms, and if I do, I'd probably break him. Yeah, I would be the scaredy cat. I know I would. I say I wouldn't, but I would. I'd probably be the one that'd be crying in the corner. I like to think that I'm brave. I'm brave. It's weird, isn't it? Being a mum, I'm brave if it's anything to do with my kids. If it stops my kids from being scared or I need to protect them, I will face anything. But other than that, no. I'd probably cry like a baby. And I don't mind admitting it. I won't go on a trip unless I can hunt. Well, don't blame me, it'd be a bit boring then, wouldn't it? You need to be able to get there and go. And do stuff, innit? Yeah, so that was the other thing. Oh, and another thing I want to do is learn how to use a bloody sewing machine. Because I've got a sewing machine and I've had it for like 20 years, I think. And I've probably used it not even a handful, because I get in a fret with it. So I'm thinking I need to maybe go and have some lessons on how to use a sewing machine. Because I sew everything by hand. I don't use it, because the few times that I have used it, I've got in a right muddle with it. If I've got it to thread, it'll do like, I don't know, one side of the whatever fabric, and then I'll turn it around, go to do another, and then it'll get caught up, and then I can't thread the bloody, pick the thread up from underneath, or it gets jammed. Because I don't know what I'm doing, I get in a fret with it then. So I think I need to learn how to use my sewing machine. Okay, night, Julie. Take care. If you're out and about tomorrow, please take care. And thanks ever so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. I really do. Oh, that's my husband snoring. Him and the dog are couched down on the settee. I know what it'll be. You'd have got the spare quilt off the side there. It'll have wrapped him and himself up in it, and the dog will be couched up by his arm. Because she's had a bath, so she's all nice, fluffy, and smells nice. So I'll go in there. The both of them will be couched up tight together. Bless the little hearts. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got to go to my mum and dad's. Got a meeting up there with them to try and find some care to help my mum. So that should be interesting. Dreading it, but it's got to be done. I'm going to take the dog up with me because she calms my mum down. So I will sit one side of my mum and put the dog in between us, so she can just sit there and stroke the dog. Well, that's my plan, and hopefully that'll work. Grant's in work. The kids are all off school now for a week. So I said to Josh, he can hang around tomorrow so the girls can stay here, because they don't really want to come up and see any of that. I mean, they can if they want to. But I said they don't have to if they don't want to either. I said Josh will be here now, he's 18. I said I don't mind. And he's sensible. And they're like 12 and 15, so they're not youngsters. Oh. All done, ready for tomorrow. There's some good ones in there this week. Oh, that means they're hard then, Annie, doesn't it? Oh. That means they're going to be hard. And Grant was useless last week, Annie. He was no help whatsoever. Well, I think he got one question right, and I got the few that I got right. Was it 4 questions we got right? So I got 3 and he got 1. So I said to him, he needs to buck his ideas up regarding Annie's quiz. And I'm not quick enough on the keyboard. By the time I thought the answer, go to write it, about 3 people have already put it up. He's a bit slow. Oh. Mrs. Coffee, you still in the live? I've got a question. I wanted to know if you could answer it. If not, I'll message you. Not that you can hear what I'm saying if you're not in the live. Oh, stupid Caroline, sometimes you are. Ay, 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 ay. Yep, you're still there. You know, view times on your videos. Right, have you ever looked at yours? Because I looked at mine only by accident, because I was flitting through the analytic page or whatever, because I wondered what it was. And it said, oh, that's it. Because I was looking, that's it. Well, I was looking because on one of my videos, oh, that was it. It was a whip and chat or something, with nearly an hour. So many people have viewed it, but your viewing time was only not even a quarter of your thing. I worked it out. Most of my videos, even if they're an hour, 45 minutes long, roughly, between 24 average viewing minutes are 9 to 10 minutes. And if I'm on a live of 3 hours, so, or even 2.5 hours, the average viewing time is only 24 minutes. I know, and I thought, yeah, well, it is right. It means people are, so that means people are getting bored with you, doesn't it? And switching off. Have I read that right?
Yeah, but on a live, you've got the same people sticking around, don't you? So surely.
Yeah, but does it mean that everybody just switches it off and then just comes in and out and only watches a little bit of your video and then switches it off because they're bored with it? That's why I thought I'd ask Mrs. Coffee, because she's wise. But that's what it means, isn't it? If your viewing time is only 10 minutes of a 40 video, that means your audience is getting bored. And if it's only, what did I work it out? 24 minutes, I think, was the average of a live that people watch. Have you got chocolate again? Yeah. Good job we got no dark chocolate, so I'd be jealous.
I've done loads of McCrusted.
Oh, get you! The loads of McCrusted. I'm going to hide it tomorrow so you can't do anything. Not always, Cal. I have similar mine. I don't get as many joining mine as you have. Yes, if you have an hour video, it tells you how long the average of the viewers watch. Yeah, so I must be shit at it then, because that's all. I think my views. Not that I could do much to change it, because I don't know how to be any different than what I am. Like, what I am is what I am. But yeah, Grant says, why did you look? And I said, well, I was just interested. I said, it got in my head, so I had to look. For example, my last video was 45 minutes. The average watch time is 16 minutes. See, when I watch, I think it's because I'm one of these people that if I'm going to watch a live or a video, well, let's say a video, because lives are different. Cause you can, but I watch the whole video. Unless it's somebody that's new and I've started to watch it and I don't find out I don't particularly like them. Oh yeah, you alright?
Hiccups.
Got hiccups. But if you're watching, like watching yours, prime example yesterday, the watercolour, Arteza watercolour. Like, to me, why would you not watch the whole of that video? Because the first bit is showing you the watercolours, do you know what I mean? Then the second bit was showing you how to use them. And it's like, I don't get how people think or work. Like Grant says, you're just overanalyzing things. Yes, and thank you, Mrs. Coffee. That is now on my wish list on Arteza. It's now grown. Again, Grant says, oh, what have you put on there now? I says, Mrs. Coffee's fault. She showed us the watercolour pencils. And he says, and this on your wish list? I went, yeah. He said, so are you getting them once you pay these ones off? Yeah. He just said, oh, okay. Because I liked the picture that you drew with them. It was lovely. Oh, thanks, Mrs. C. A lot of people, too, will watch a video in pieces, so keep that in mind. Oh, I never thought of that. That never entered my head. See, I try and see the logic behind things, but it doesn't always work. That's why I thought, well, I'll ask you, because you always tell me as it is, black and white, easy to understand, and I can comprehend what you're saying. I mean, I tried to look it up on YouTube. What does it mean? And like, oh, God, it just, yeah, baffled me even more then. So I just didn't bother. So I thought, well, I'll ask Mrs. C if I remember. on it. But yeah, it does, it flummoxes me. It really does. I defend they're awesome pencils. To be fair, yeah. I got Millie to put the 120 set colouring pencils as I got this week in the black and white case, and oh my god, I've used them and I love them. And there's 72 spaces left for the ones of the 72 set, so I'm going to divide them up into my colouring patterns in the front because I love them. Maxie says she does that because life gets in the way. I suppose it's right. I never thought of it like that. Like Becky will watch my video 20 minutes at a time while she works, but she'll watch a full video. But because she turns it off, then back on the average. Ah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So people could watch the whole one, but as you say, yeah, watch it in dribs and drabs. I suppose, yeah, logically, because like when I watch your lives back, I don't watch all of them, but when I do watch them back, I do watch it in dribs and drabs because, as Maxine says, the kids usually come in, or the dog wants something, or the phone rings, or got to go and pick them up or do something. So yeah, thank you for you know, answering it in simple terms and stuff. I know I shouldn't let things bother me, and I don't usually. It all depends what mindset you're at the time in it, but I've learned now to try that. If things start to bother me, is to ask. And I know you or Rachel are the two best people I know to ask these questions. You know. This is Coffee says exactly, Maxine. I do it too. I watch videos while I wait for the kids to get us to go, turn it off, then watch the rest when I get home. See, I feel silly now because it sounds logical when you put it like that. Doesn't it? It does. Oh, look, guys, I've only got that bit here. I might actually finish this week. I'm tempted to do that owl that's come from Evershine because I think that's really cute. And I got this week. I'm really tempted to maybe start that one because it's already bagged up, so I don't have to kit it up. So I'm sort of swaying towards that one as my next one because I don't have to kit it up. Because I need to order myself some more baggies because I've used the last of the baggies on my last one. So yeah, I mean, I was lucky with Star, or they came with the bags because I'd run out, so I didn't bother ordering any. I still haven't bothered ordering any because I see other things that I want that come before it. Marilyn, I'm still here, so I'm not bringing down your line. Oh, Marilyn, I know you're always there. I appreciate you. I really do. I know. As Grant says, if you get through to one person and you make one person smile a day, you've done your job. And I suppose that's right, isn't it? That is right, that is. And I have all you lovely lot to talk to me on a Sunday. Or leave me comments on my vids, or I leave comments on yours, which I appreciate. I do. The mama and baby hours. Yeah, that one. Isn't it sweet? Just like me. Really cute. Trouble is, Jessie and Millie said, well, which one's a baby? Which one of us is it? I said, it's a dog. That's what baby it is. It's a dog. But it is quite cute. It is. I just like the colours in that. I've seen a few like it, and they were like, the background was very plain. There wasn't much black colour in the background of it. But this one seems to have a lot more vibrant colours in the background. So I thought, right, get it. It's only £5 odd, get it. So I did. And I'm glad I did. I mean, should be all right because they're rounds. But, you know, I wasn't brave enough to go for a square. I went for a round. But as I say, I've heard good reports, bad reports, in between reports. So you never know, do you? Until you actually do it, whether it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent. But I'm willing to give them a go, so. So I think that's the one I'm going to do. I don't know, Lynn. I don't know how that works. I would say that's probably a stop, isn't it? Probably the same thing. YouTube's a weird thing anyway, I think, the way it works. I never quite understand these things, but I'm not technical at all in any shape or fashion. You know. I mean, once I get something, I get it and I'm fine, but it can take me a while to get to grips with things. And I like hubby says, there's nothing wrong with that, and there isn't. You know, what you see is what you get, I'm afraid, with me. I haven't got the brains to be anything else but me. And I don't want it either. I don't want to be anything else but me. I mean, when you were younger, before I was married, I was always trying to please everybody else. And now as I get older, I'm realising that that's not the way to go. And with Grant, I was just totally myself. Oh, another example, Mrs. Coffee says, if you get hamster in your live and people have to refresh, that also counts for your average. So that is why our telephones don't pay attention to it. Oh, see, that's another thing I would never, ever have thought about the hamster. But that can happen a lot, can't it, in some of your lives? So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But as Grant says, he said, you must be all right, he said, because you have these lovely people coming back week in, week out on your live, coming for a natter. And he said, you know, people wouldn't come back if they didn't want to. And I said, oh, yeah, they are lovely, aren't they? I have the best. I have the best on a Sunday night. And it's nice because it's a nice number and everybody can chitty chat, as they say. And there's nothing nicer than having a good old-fashioned natter. Also, Mrs. Coffee, has Magpie, has she been doing any reading today? How's she getting on with her reading? Because that video I saw after my live last week. Okay, Mrs. Coffee, I won't be. Because that video of reading was fantastic. She's really coming on leaps and bounds, isn't she, with her reading? I was well impressed. And the girls, I was showing Jessie and Millie. I said, come and have a look at Maggie reading. They went, oh, look, she's so sweet. I didn't tell her that she was in the doghouse. I just went, yeah, she is. She said, they said, look, little face. She's so clever. Look at her reading. I said, I know. I said, she lives all them miles away and she'd have me twisted around her little finger in about 2 seconds flat. She said, she's so cute. Hi, Lisbeth. How are you? She's doing great with the reading. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe how well she was reading for her age. Because you've had so many things of her not, you know, pronouncing the words, just guessing them, but she was just amazing. Absolutely. So tell her anytime she wants to read and send me a video, I'll be listening and watching, and the girls will. Anytime. Because it was lovely. Instead of her listening to me and Jess read it, oh, I've got another book for her as well that I need to get filmed to read to her and send her. But she can read us a story and send it to us. Because me and Jess would like that. Bless her. Yeah, I'm trying to find some silly books for her to read to her. You don't want boring books for Maggie. You've got to have one with a bit of a sense of humour in it. So I found one. I just need to find another one or two to go with it so she can have a couple of them read in one go. Does she? Oh, bless her. Yeah, Jessie was asking the other day when I showed her Maggie reading. She said, we haven't read one to Maggie for ages. She said, what are you playing at, Mum? Have you found some books? And I said, no, because I want to find the right books for her. She said, well, get your act together, Mother. She said, get out there looking. So I said, right, they're off this week. So we're going to trawl some of the charity shops and see if we can find some nice books. Because that's usually where I find them, is in the charity shops. Books that you wouldn't think are looking for. So you stand there and read the backs and start giggling. I think, yeah, that's the one. That's the one for Maggie. So I think that's what we're going to do this week. Is go in some of the charity shops and have a look for some books for Maggie to read to her. Because it's good for Jessie as well for her Tourette's. Because it takes her mind. She can sit there and concentrate on reading. And then she doesn't tend to tick at all then when she's reading. Which is nice for her. Oh, there's an A there. So yeah, that's our project this week for the holidays. You're hanging in there, are you, Elizabeth? Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's a whole week off with the girls. I probably won't see. Well, Joshua will be in bed till dinner time, and then he'll be out with his mates probably. I have to fight him for the car. So I said I want to do some bits with the girls this week. So we've got some new dishes to cook for tea. So I said they can help with that. So I said we're all learning together to cook some new recipes. Because I'm trying to, every week we do a recipes and they have to choose as well. So they're interested. So if they chose it, hopefully they're interested in cooking it. I only want one of those, so why have I poured all them out? And it's working so far. So they don't have to do it every night, but, if they see a recipe and think, oh, yeah, that sounds good. I said, you can come in the kitchen and we'll prep it and make it all together. Because they can cook very basic stuff. But I said, now they're getting a bit older. I said, it'd be nice for them to learn some more. So, yeah, so what, you want to come along to the charity shop hunting? You can if you want to. That's one thing, our town is very, very small. It's 5,000, I think, is in it, something like that. But we've got about, how many charity shops have we got? 4, I think, charity shops. Red Cross, that's reasonable. Oxfam is really dear, really dear. For a charity shop, you might as well go to a normal shop and buy stuff. It is extremely dear. Red Cross is really good. Samaritans is the best. And then the local primary school hires their shop out each week to different charities. And this week is the Air Cadets, which Joshua goes to. Well, was going to until he can't go now because he's 18, so he's waiting for his ID checks to go through. So we'll go up there and support them and buy a few bits probably. But yeah, so we've got 4 charity shops. I say 3 of them are not too bad. So you usually pick some bits and pieces up from there. Usually if I want to make homemade stuff out materials or stuff, I'll go and buy a duvet or pillowcases or a sheet or something that I want to cut up and make into something. I'll buy from them. Because it'll only cost you like about 10 or 15, between 10 and £1 for a lot of the material, or curtains. Curtains might cost you £2. Well, there's a hell of a lot of material in a curtain, or a bed sheet, or a thing. And if you're going to tear them up and make them into something, I mean, put them in the washing machine, wash them. Do you know what I mean? They're good enough. It's good enough for recycling. I'm all into recycling if I can. Make a balls up of it. Doesn't matter, does it? Because it's only cost me 50p or £1, so it can go in the rags bin then. In the recycling centre, just put it in the rags bit. So I think that's one other thing I'll be looking for. Bit of material maybe. Millie wants us to go to the wool shop tomorrow and get a 8-inch embroidery hoop for her, so she can do that. Carry on with her cross stitch, because the one she's got, I think it's either a 5-inch or 6-inch, and it's a bit small for what she's doing. So but if I give her that, she said, yeah, but Mum, do you realise you're going to have to make me grime guard as well? I said, you what? She said, oh yeah, I can't work without a grime guard now. I've got used to having a grime guard on them. She said, I like them. I said, okay, I'll make you a grime guard then. So I think that's something that we're going to look material, because I've got this material up there that I made the other ones. So I said, you can have that. I said, but we'll have a look in the charity shop, and then if there's something else you see you think you'd like, I said, I'll cut up and make a grime guard for the 8-inch one then, because they were a bit of fun making, not hard. I find Save the Children one of the best we go to. We haven't got anything like that around here, Andy. That's the only ones we've got. About 10-ish, Lynn. Your Samaritans is very expensive. It's so cheap, Annie. I bought 2 cushion covers yesterday. Really nice ones, but I'm going to chop them up. I think they were only about 50p each, which I didn't think was bad for the amount of material I've got. Okay, Annie, you go and get your meds. And hopefully, oh, shoot, I just flung the bag. And hopefully see you tomorrow night. Not too many questions. I'm going to tell Grant he needs to swat up ready for tomorrow. Yeah, so that'll be a mission tomorrow, to get the hoop thing. So I don't know whether I'll do that first. I'll go to this meeting at Mum and Dad's, then come back. I might do that when I come back, because then we won't have to rush. Because Mum and Dad's is about 10 miles away, so it'll take me about 20 minutes probably to get to their house. And I think the meeting's about an hour or so. So it'll be a couple of hours gone from here. So I should be back here by about 1:30, if I'm lucky. Have a cup of coffee and then go take her up. Take them both up to have a look. For some material, some books, and get the hoopy hoop. Hoopity hoop hoop. So I think that's going to be the plan for tomorrow. Of course, and weather permitted. My stomach's rumbling for some unknown reason. Shouldn't be. I didn't eat a lot for me tea, but I still ate, so I should be happy with that. Oh, everybody's saying good night, Annie. She's probably gone. Put a nebulizer on. Yeah, so saying Josh went to Hull University and absolutely loved it. So he's as keen as ever now to go for a 3-year course. Just wish it wasn't so far away. Nearly 5 hours away. Grant said it was easy to get to, easy to find. He said he just dropped him off and he went and found his accommodation for the night. Happy as Larry. Grant went and stayed in a Premier Inn. He said that was lovely. He said it felt strange. He said sleeping on his own. I said, how long did it take you to get to sleep? He said seconds. I said, really missed the sen. And then he said he went for breakfast in the morning. He said he'd eaten 3/4 of it, and then his phone went. It was Joshua panicking. He'd lost his wallet, and he was hoping that he'd left it in the car. He said he woke up and went to find his wallet, and it wasn't in his thing pocket. So Gran had to, he said, I was just going to have some toast and jam, he said, and a cup of tea, another cup of tea. And so I said, did you go straight away? He said, yeah, because I said, there's nothing worse if you think you've lost your wallet. He said, it's the most horrible feeling, which it is if you think you've lost your purse, isn't it? So he said, I went to the car and there it was. He said he got back in the car. It must have fell out of his pocket down the side of the driver's side. So he said, I took it straight over to him because he needed all his ID was in there, his driving license and stuff. So he needed to prove who he was. So that was a relief. So I said, what did you do then? He said, I went back to the room and I packed him, like being the good little wife that I am, I packed him some good tea bags and I packed him a little bottle of milk that he likes. So he could have a cup of tea in the room. Because they're like these little plastic pots you have in rooms, isn't it? It's not nice milk. So I got him some fresh milk, some nice Yorkshire tea bags. So he said I went back, made myself a cup of tea and lay on the bed for another hour. So I said, yeah, nice. So yeah, so Joshua showed me the accommodation leaflets today. He was come home real grumpy, didn't want to talk about nothing last night, went straight to bed. Which did upset me because I wanted to know all about it, like. But he did come down and put all the information on the table. Never said nothing. Off he goes. And then about an hour, I thought, better not look at it. And an hour later, he said, did you read it? I said, I didn't know I was allowed to. Yeah. So I read it all. Sounds good. Nothing that on there that would interest me, but that's what he wants to do. So then if he decides to carry it forward, he can, or he can take it into the forces if he wants to take it out. But it's political and something European relationships or something, I don't know. But he probably gets to work abroad. He'll get to go in the Houses of Parliament if he wants to. But I don't know. Wouldn't interest me anyway, but he seems really keen on it. So I said, fair play, he's worked it all out. He's worked out how much it's going to cost him, what grants he can get to pay for it, and his accommodation, lodgings, his food and all that. So I said to him, well, fair play to you. Because he's got a unconditional, that doesn't mean that you can flunk your exams. I said you still need to swat up and pass your A levels. I know. But it means that, yeah, he's got in no matter what. So, which is nice. And they will test him also for his dyslexia. Apparently, we got to send some proof off about it, and they'll test him and see what help he needs, and they will help him academically wise for his dyslexia, which is good. So that will be helpful for him. But he said something about the Welsh government might say that they need to test him as well. I thought they can go ahead. There's no ifs or buts about it. And they might fund him having a new laptop to study with. So fingers crossed, because we can't afford. I mean, I got him a little notebook thing, the little laptop notebook thingy type things. But I can't afford a all hitting missing bloody laptop thing. So fingers crossed for that, because it'd be nice, because he never had any help with his dyslexia. He's had to fight on his own with it, and it is awful. He's got maths and English dyslexia, and it affects all his coordination, the way he thinks, everything in everyday life is affected by it. How he ties shoelaces up, any type of stuff, it affects it. So yeah, so it's about time he got a bit of help. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, he gets some help. But he seems to know what he wants to do and how he wants to do it. So I said to him, I'm dead proud of you, son. I hold my hand up to you. He wants something, he's going out and he's trying to get it. So I said, you can't do any more than that. You know what I mean? So you all right? Did you wake yourself up snoring?
It's just
No, not yet. You okay?
yeah. Yeah.
Maggie are going to be geniuses with all the books they are. They're already geniuses. That's the problem, I think. And it, Mrs. Coffee, they're both geniuses you've got in your household. She can fathom anything out quick as lightning. Where there's a will, there's a way, exactly. Well, that's what I'm hoping. I like that, Alex. Good on there. That's something mine will do. Oh, God, I haven't wore heels. I used to wear 3 to 4 inch heels. I did try 6-inch heels, nearly broke my neck when I was younger, but now I can't even manage half an inch heel now. Hello? Did Daddy wake? Oh, you're all wet. Where you been? Did Daddy go out in the rain? Did he? Did he make you go out in the rain, baby girl? Go and rub yourself all over him. Dry yourself, yeah? Poor little puppy dog. Yeah? Oh, you poor thing. Go on now. Go, Daddy. Go find Daddy. I'll end up with 2 sprained out or broken, yeah. I wanted to learn colour. I'm kind of going to not let it stop me. Now do and colour. Well, there you go. And you colour really well. As you say, where there's a will, there's a way. It's just being persistent, isn't it? And keep trying and not giving up. I mean, nobody would think that you were colourblind. But I like the way that you use foods to distinguish colours. When you describe a colour and you describe it perfectly, like you'll say, oh, that's a sweet corn or that's a pea or, you know, whatever. And obviously you found that way to be able to do it. And as I say, the way you colour and mix your colours is incredible, really. As I say, unless people knew, there's no way they would say, oh, she's colourblind again. No, don't be daft, she's not. So, yeah. So I'm hoping, even with the DCD as well, as I said in my whip and chat, he's proved the primary school wrong by saying he was a waste of space and he'd never get any qualifications. And the boy's done good. You know, he really has. Although he never wants to tell me anything, because it's his private business. You know, I only get it in dribs and drabs. But I am dead proud of him. And I know, Mrs. Coffee, Pawpaw's very proud of you and what you've accomplished. Oh, hi, Wendy Green. I didn't know you were in. Thank you. Yeah, I am. As I said to you the other day, I'm dead proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself, son. I was just getting more books on how to fly the drone properly. Mrs. Coffee, it works. I must admit, it works brilliantly. Absolutely. I'd never have thought of that, but yeah. Exactly, Wendy, innit? Compare it to food, and you can relate to what foods go together or whatever, what colours that you've seen that way working together. It's just incredible. And I got to admit, I do use it occasionally sometimes myself. When I'm colouring, I say, oh, that looks like so-and-so food. And girls look at me and don't say anything, like. And they go, oh, yeah, it does, Mum, doesn't it? Doesn't she, Alex, doesn't she? She's absolutely fantastic colourist. That watercolouring you did yesterday, that was fab, the colours you mixed just by using the top layer. People that can see colour would have had a hard job doing that. But no, you blended them all in, worked out what worked well with each other, and it was done. Oh, we've only got one lot left. We're going to finish this. We've got... So we've got number 6, 311. What colour is 311? Bluish colour. Blue is the colour. Do, 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 do. I do love this. I keep looking at it. Look, I've got to show you again. Look at that. Oh, you can't really see, can you? Oh, my pencil case. I'm hoping that they're getting back in stock the multicoloured pencil case, because I want the multicoloured pencil case as well now. I just love it. I love the size of it. Just so easy to use and to open up, and oh, I want it. I want it. So I'm hoping that when I get the watercolour one, that'll be back in stock, and then I can order it with them. But the pencil cases are fantastic. Fantastic. So yes, that's on my wish list as well. Just hoping that it'll let me know when it comes back into stock. They haven't got I don't think they've got a system, have they, that let you know if something comes back in stock that's been out of stock. I didn't see anything. Mind you, I didn't look very hard, to be truthful. Some companies, don't they, they'll send you an email or something if something comes back, if you want to know if something comes back in stock. But I didn't notice on Arteza whether they've got that feature or not. I might have a look. Might have a look after. Don't think so. So I don't know. But yes, but I definitely want the coloured one, the multicoloured one. And I'd be very tempted to get another one of these to put my tree markers in, because I absolutely love my tree markers now. I'm sussing out to blender them. So I quite fancy getting one for them. And I could maybe put them in and my fine liners, because it is easier in the pencil case than the tins. Well, I find it easier. Some people might not find it easier using the pencil case to the tin. But so far I have. Do you use your pencil case, Mrs. Coffee? I love that noise, that clicking. Oh, if I finish this now, I'll be able to do a post review on this, won't I? That sounds like my son reversing into the drive. Not too late. Yes, I do have 4 of them, all filled with markers. Have you got 4 of them? Don't tell me you've got the multicolours. You've got one of the multicolours. You got 2 multicolours and 2 alphabet ones, or have you got all of the same? Have you put your Everblends in them? No, because they're in the case anyway, aren't they? Thicker here, because they're in their own case, aren't they? But I do like it that the elastic, you can put 3 pencils in there, or 2 bigger pens, or whatever. You're right. Oh, that's nice. What's that?
What I got for free.
Oh, how'd you get that for free?
No, within my room.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
A bag and other stuff.
I like that. Does it keep cold?
Yeah.
Easy to refill as well, isn't it?
Mhm.
Clip on. Was it busy out town?
Nah,
Quiet.
Bill's not flooded anymore.
It's not. Have you been down?
So we drew down the back.
Is it all clear now? Well, that's good because then that means
The main way into Belfast, but the groves.
still flooded. Can't believe it flooded to the showground. And the Nelwood Primary School, that was covered.
Yeah, well, the pumps were completely underwater at Tesco.
Were they? So that means then there'd be water in the diesel and the petrol then, wouldn't there? Probably. So we won't be buying from them. So they'll have lose some trade, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
No, I got two from Amazon, which I first started colouring, and I have both the multicoloured ones and the black and white ones. Oh, nice. I never thought of looking on Amazon because I never thought about pencil cases, because you think of pencil cases not being funny as little ones you had in school, don't you? You don't think of a pencil case as something that size. That's not what hits your head, is it? First, when you first think of a pencil case. But now I've actually saw one of those and got one of those. It's brilliant. So can you get similar things to them, Mrs. C, on Amazon then? Same sort of size? I'm a nosy sod, aren't I? My daughter never can find her, so she buys more. I told her the other day she has more sets of markers and pencils than I do of diamond painters. Can never have too much, Elizabeth. Never have too much. I keep telling my girls that. No such thing as too much. They can have too much of something, but I can't. Mind you, I am a good mummy and I do share everything. Even my colouring books I share with them. To be fair. Well, they're at their age now that you can. Do you know what I mean? I found them on Amazon last year and needed something for my pencils and markers. They're a little bit more expensive than Tesla, but yes, they come in all kinds of sizes. Oh, I'll have to have a look. That could go on one of my wish lists. And yes, they are all the same size. Oh, that's good to know. I'll be having a look on there later then. But I definitely want one of the multicoloured ones from Arteza. No ifs or buts. So as soon as that comes back in, I'm going to get myself that. Even if I have to put it on the payment scheme, I will. I must admit, I am thankful for their payment scheme because it has helped me get I don't know what. Oh, look. Guess what? Come on, pussycat, you can come off now. I finished. I'm just seeing if I missed anywhere. Can you believe I've actually finished it for a change, or there's one that's popped there? One stage I thought I was never going to finish this one. Does it look good, guys? Finished live. Finish on a live. Doesn't happen at all. I am loving it though. Yeah, you can read the word. Just about read the words. A bit blurry on there. Shown from an angle. So I will do a post review on this one this week. And I still, even though it's had a couple of, there's some few pop-in drills, I would still recommend it because it's just been so nice to work on, even with the pop-in drills. I didn't think I'd ever say that about the pop-in drill canvas, but it's just beautiful. The diamonds are to die for. They're so shiny and so lovely. It's unreal. And as I say, pop-in drills, if they're just the odd one here and there, you can fix it. Just move your diamonds out a bit, or if it's really bad, just take one out and spread the others, isn't it? So That's what I think. I've got bits, but I think one of the cats must have sat on here because I'm finding bits of bloody cat fur everywhere. So I did leave it on last Sunday. I left it out on the table. I don't usually because I know the cats will go to sit on it. And I didn't think they'd been on here, but I can find bits of cat hair. But they are. Just coming up to 11 o'clock. And the hamster's coming out, look. So, my lovely lot, I'd like to thank each and every one of you yet again for popping in and seeing me and the girls when they were here. Leave you and thank each and every one of you for popping in and saying hello to me. So, bye for now from wet and windy Wales to you all.